Hello, everybody. Hello, happy Saturday evening. It's 8:38 p.m. Saturday night here in Phoenix, Arizona. It was a warm day. It was 103 degrees only. Wow. Dolores, the first one to say hi today. Thank you, Dolores. Bryce, hello. Teresa, hello. Jenny Rose, hello. Bree, hello. Chicky Baby, hello. Hopefully, you guys are having a great Saturday like I am. Dolores is my sister. Iris, 40th birthday. Happy birthday, Iris. If it's your birthday, it's our birthday. So happy birthday, 40 more. Okay, made it 40. Let's give us 40 more. So, happy birthday to Iris, and enjoy your special day. Save us some cake. Fernanda Lewis, hello. Danny, hello. Alyssa Lujan, hello. Zip Vibes, hello. Raymond Nahira, what's up? Curious Irish Angel, hello. From the Windy City, I haven't seen you in a long time. Curious Irish Angel, hopefully you're doing good. Dora McEntee, hello. Vicky Malliston, hello. Bree, what's the subject today? I put is Putin in trouble? Vladimir Putin. He's the president dictator of Russia. So there's like an attempted coup the past couple of days, but I guess that got kind of settled. So he might be in trouble. He might not be in trouble. We'll see. Chela time. It's actually water time. I just got back from the gym, and then I went to go walk the dogs around the park. So I already tore this one up. I got one more to go. I get some hydration, right? Because I've been working out, so you guys know how it goes. L Weber starts 2-week vacation. That's awesome. Congratulations, L Weber. Have fun. Rosie 209. I'm good. Thank you. Hopefully you're doing good as well. Cheryl Culbertson. Hello. Bryce. Yours is in April 24th. Awesome. Robert Tovar, hello. You're welcome, Dolores. Sandra, hello. I'm doing good. Thank you. Christopher Green, how's Lulu? Have not seen Lulu. What's up, Daniel? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Octavio Oliva, saludos. Thanks for joining, Octavio. Marcia, hello. Appreciate you saying hi all the way from France, Marcia. Good morning. Good morning, Sunday, right? Vonna Lee, hello. Thanks for joining, Vonna Lee. It's actually Dasani time. So I gotta get some hydration. So I went to the gym. I ran a mile and then I worked out a little bit. So I did that yesterday, did that today, and then I walked right now with the dog. So I'm kind of winded. Thank you for joining, Vonna Lee. Appreciate you. Frida, happy birthday, Iris. Absolutely. Alejandro, what's up? Hermano, how's your Saturday? Had a really good Saturday today, Alejandro. Appreciate you. Manuel Ruby, what's up? Vonna Lee was riding a blaster. That's awesome. Sounds fun, Vonna. Courtney Wadino, hello from Minnesota. Appreciate you. Dylan, the coup d'etat turned back. Yeah, so this is what I think happened. So they called the general, right? The general that was a coup d'etat is French for like a kind of like a overthrow, right? Overthrow of the government, and the uh, the general that was attempting to overthrow the government, like take over the military. He must have got a call from Putin, right? And Putin said, "Hey, dude, I know where your wife lives, where your grandchildren live, where all your kids live. You need to stop doing what you're doing, or they're going to pay the price." And he must have said, "Okay, absolutely." So I give up, and so it pretty much went something like that. I'm pretty sure. Dogs, good evening. Thanks for joining. Sarah Danielle, hello. Anisela Valle is in Midland, Texas. Thanks for joining all the way from Midland, Texas. Don Hummer, hello. Marcia says, my husband, Jean Francois, sitting in the Hyatt Place, Air France, lost his 2 suitcases. He is so mad. I'd be mad too. Hopefully they get found. Sour vodka. I just want to point out that Wagner took more territory in Russia in one day than they did in Ukraine in over 8 months. Absolutely, sour vodka. Yeah, so it's very interesting, right? Politics and who controls the military, and whoever controls the military is going to control the way the direction of the country. So I bet you Vladimir Putin was he felt the pressure, right? Am I going to be the next Saddam? Am I going to be the next Gaddafi? Right, an overthrow, right? So I don't think he's out of the woods yet, because maybe this guy Wagner, the Wagner Group, the general that leads the Wagner Group, he motivated other people to be kind of rebellious, and we're not going to listen to this Putin guy. He's going to get us in trouble. So interesting. Tracy Valdivia, hello from Idaho, Boise. Raymond Nahira, I love the interview you did today with Victoria. Isn't she amazing? The transformation, right? That's a type of trans that I approve 100%, right? A transformation from addiction all the way to who she is today, right? We get to see the real Victoria. So back when I met her, May of 2022, she weighed 80 pounds, right? I bought her a burrito, a shrimp burrito from Filiberto's, and she said that's the first time she had ate in 3 days. Right, her mind was gone. It was hard having a conversation with you. She was very emotional, right, all over the place, right, and to see the transformation. Right, I've met her twice since then. I've seen her twice, and she just keeps getting healthier and better and better and better each time that I see her. And that's the power of recovery, right? She was ready. She was actually ready to, that's it. This is my rock bottom. I don't want to do this anymore. She was out there for an entire year all by herself, right? 19 years old, 80 pounds, just navigating the streets, right? By herself. I don't want to imagine all the things she saw, all the things that were done to her, all the craziness that was out there. That's why, but she survived it. Here she is, a survivor. She's thriving, and she has the rest of her life to be successful, right? So how many people will she motivate and inspire to also leave a healthy life, right? Great conversation. We had a conversation before the interview, me, her, and her mom. Her mom's a big piece of it. So that's where that support network, that support group, her mom never gave up. Her mom didn't kick her out. Her mom never gave up. Her mom was out there looking for her family, and kudos to them, right? So when people ask me, why do you keep interviewing Carla? She's not ready. Why do you keep talking to her? This is like the Carla and Miggy show. Why do you keep doing that? Those are people that have a very low IQ, that don't understand that Carla can be Victoria one day, right? So can you imagine if her mom would have said, "Nah, Victoria, I give up on you. You didn't want to go to treatment when I wanted you to get treatment, so I'm gonna ignore you. I'm not gonna support you no more." We wouldn't be here with Victoria, right? So you can't give up on people. You have to support them no matter what. They're going to change on their timeline, not when you want some random person commenting on the internet, on YouTube, right? Not you, because who the hell are you, right? But when they want to, when Victoria wants to, when Carla wants to, when Migs wants to. It's a simple concept, but there's people with low IQs that don't understand that concept, right? Every day, every time I post a video from Carla, I'm sick of watching them. They're never going to change. Those are people that have no understanding, no concept, no compassion, no empathy. They're knuckleheads. So anyways, I'm done. I'm done being mad. But hopefully Victoria's watching, and shout out to you, Victoria, and your family. You guys are amazing. It's always have fun spending time with you guys, talking to you guys. You guys very, especially you guys motivate me to keep going and keep planting seeds, and and I can't wait to see what happens when somebody's fully recovered, like Billy, right? Billy, my barber, he's been sober for 2 years. Look how he's thriving in life, right? So love it. Robert G. Russia is gonna nuke USA and all the West NATO. Robert G. What is your address so I could tell Russia to make bomb your house first? So first off, if Russia was to ever launch a weapon, a nuclear bomb, the United States would not release a nuclear bomb 2 seconds afterwards, right? And then nobody would exist because they're just going to keep going. Boom, boom, boom. That's called mutual assured destruction. That's what it's called, right? So you can point weapons at each other, but if somebody ever shoots, none of us are going to make it, right? Because it's just going to keep going. Boom, 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 and then the world will be destroyed. So hopefully you're wrong, Robert. Sandra, I don't have any hats. Sandra, if I ever do have extra hats, I'll let you know. Big Bear 707, I'm happy you're out there helping out these people who really need it. I was homeless before too. It's tough. People don't understand until they go through it. Absolutely, Big Bear. I'm just giving them an audience, for them to share their story. The purpose of this channel, right, is prevention through awareness, right? So when I talk to somebody on the streets, we can't prevent them from doing drugs. We can't prevent them from being homeless because they're already homeless. They're already doing drugs, right? Their message, though, is impactful. It's going to resonate with somebody that's at home, a 13, 14, 15-year-old child that's at home, that's struggling at home to prevent them from going out. Basically, we're trying to stop the next cycle from going out, right? So thankfully, Victoria made it out. I interviewed her a year ago. She's out. But when one person gets out, how many come in every day, right? 10, 50, 100 every day? I don't know, but every day I see new faces, right? Every day I see 13, 15, 16, 20-year-olds out there every day. Those are your children. Those are your the friends of your children. Sour vodka. I'm not an expert at anything, but being in the military, I kind of understand some things. Sour vodka. I appreciate your concern though over my expertise or non-expertise. Thank you for coming to my channel so I can give my opinion. Uh, Appreciate you, sour vodka. Don't be so sour. Marsha saw that AZ has only 5% humidity. Over here, it's 51%, and it makes all of us really tired, prefer the dry heat. Yeah, we don't have humidity here, thank God. Can you imagine 115 degrees and 50% humidity? We would die. But yeah, no humidity here. It's just a dry heat, which is a little bit, to me, it's more tolerable. So you just need water. You need water over there. When it's humid and hot, you need to just stay indoors, like just shower all damn day because you're sweating all day. Feel yucky. Jenny Rose, there are some knuckleheads tonight, but that's part of the deal. Ghosted, what's up? It was great seeing the success story Victoria uploaded today. Made me smile, man. Have like a sandwich on the house. Hit the like button. Absolutely, Victoria's story very, very impactful. So there's gonna be parents out there, right? Parents, they're at their wits' end. They don't know what to do with their children, right? They're rebellious. They're acting up. They're easily influenced by their friends, and so I've heard from parents before that, hey, I have rebellious kids. I show them your videos, and it kind of settles them down a little bit. It's not a magical cure, but it calms them down a little bit. So these videos are impactful. They do resonate. Carlotta, hello. I received something in the mail from you, Carlotta. I checked my mail today. I received like 4 boxes and some letters. So I'm gonna open those up tomorrow, gang. I appreciate you guys. We'll go through them together, okay? I am so tired. Janine Sizemore. Good evening, Art. I love what you do. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate you. Sandra, you're welcome. Curious Irish Angel, Mr. Poo Poo wants more land, not less. Mr. Poo Poo. Vladimir Putin. Yeah. In Spanish, Putin. It's something we say. Kind of like it's like a dude that drank too much Bud Light. He's a Putin. Yolanda Smith, hello from Georgia. Thanks for checking in. Roman Reigns, thank you for being new to the chat. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you thank you for commenting. Appreciate you joining the chat. You're awesome. Big Bear 707. Best thing is to motivate them to get better and let them control their actions. Absolutely. Marsha, Carla's parents deported. So sad, and she sad too. We all must support her with prayers. Thanks to Art. Yeah, Carla's dad got deported like 10 years ago. Carla's mom got deported 2 years ago. So when people say, hey, why doesn't she go home? She doesn't have a home. Why doesn't she go with her mom? Her mom's in Mexico, deported, right? Is there stability in Mexico with her mom? Is her mom working? Is she financially okay? Is she not using substances? She has no family basically, right? So we're her family. Vicky Maliston, you think these people, young people, would see the people that have passed on? They see. More importantly, they go through it. They go through their ODs. They experience it themselves. They see their friends around them, that they're living with on the street. They see it firsthand. They don't have to see these videos. They know the tragedies, right? Being locked up and ODing, and some of their friends not making it. Them personally not making it, right? Chino, he OD'd 15 times. Chino. Some people are on a mission of hurting themselves. That's just the truth. Sad. What? Samafit. Hello. Brina. Alex really touched my heart. I hope he finds his way. Absolutely. Prayers for Alex. Wendy Hernandez. Hello. Thanks for joining, Wendy. Appreciate you. Big Bear 77. Give me a shout out. One of your next videos. I would really appreciate it. You're a good role model. Shout out to Big Bear 707. I'm going to hand that to you right now, Big Bear 707. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Thank you for commenting. Jeff, they live right through it. Jeff, thanks for joining. You don't have any work tomorrow. That's why you're here, right, Jeff? Because everybody asks me, where's Jeff at? He's always used to be here all the time. It's because I think you changed your shift, right? You're like working earlier or something. So, Jeff, thanks for coming on board, and hopefully your family's doing well. Your wife Melissa, hopefully she's feeling better, and keep your head up, Jeff. Tracy Valdivia, saddest end, was a young lady. Her life was taken in the hotel. That was Mona Hernandez. Rest in peace, man. What was she, like 21, 22? Sad, sad, sad. She left 2 babies behind. Samafit is me, Steph Lynn. What's up, Steph Lynn? Steph Lynn is Stephanie is the person that was kind enough and donated the bicycle and some clothing and some toiletries to Carla. Thank you very much, Stephanie. You are awesome. Appreciate you. Tab, I watched Cat Story today. Heartbreaking. Yeah. Absolutely. Kaylin Griner. I think everyone always thinks it won't be them though. So even though kids see it, nobody thinks addiction will take a hold of them like others. We all feel special till it's too late and we end up on the streets. Yeah, Kaylin, that's a great point. When you're young, you're invincible, right? When you're young, you're gonna live forever. When you're 15, you have no concept of time, of aging and maturing. You're living in the moment, right? So when people come up, to you, it's like 50-50. Half of them will kind of get it, and half of them just, you know, they don't care what you're saying. They don't care what the parents say. They don't care what the judge says. They don't care what the school says. They don't care what police say. They're on that path. Raymond, knock it out. My email is in the About tab on the YouTube channel. Just me. Do you have emergency preps art in case of emergency, World War, etc.? Um, I think I would survive a lot longer than some knuckleheads. Nobody come to my house and try to break in my house. Buki, hola. Thanks for joining, Buki. You're awesome. Carlotta de la Rosa. It's really sad. All we can do is pray for them. Yeah, we can. Yeah, most of the time that's all we can do. Sometimes we can lend a helping hand, right? But encourage them. But definitely, we're limited to what we can do. Jeff, I'm working 70 plus hours right now. Man, Jeff, gosh, slow down, enjoy life, don't work too much. Rita Carlo, hello. Deportation is so hard on children. Many have one parent deported. Carla had two and really lost. Rita Carlo, deportation is a fact of life, right? When somebody comes into this country, right, you have to behave. You can't break the law, right? Because the consequences are you're gonna be taken away and you're gonna be deported to your country of origin, right? Because you did something here that was harmful that you shouldn't have done. You broke the law. So you got to go back. You got to pay the price, right? That's part of it. When Americans commit a crime and they go to prison for a year, 5 years, 10 years, right? Americans, they're being separated from their children because they made poor choices, right? So there are, believe it or not, there are some knuckleheads that think that so there's a thing called recently ICE, right? Defund ICE, right? ICE is the immigration enforcement, right? Immigration and customs enforcement, right? They handle the immigration, the border patrol, all this stuff, right? So there's some knuckleheads. It's probably the same knuckleheads that want to defund the police, right? The same knuckleheads. They thought it was a good idea because the police is racist, right? And ICE is racist. No, it's not. They thought it was a good idea, and so there's people that are, oh, they're not. They don't understand that there's consequences for your actions, right? So we can't blame the border patrol. We can't blame ICE. We got to blame where it lies on the person that made the decision to commit crime in a foreign country, and knowing their repercussions, that they would be separated and their children would suffer. So is Carla suffering? Yes, but not because of the government, not because of the president, not because of our policies, not because of the border patrol, but because the poor decisions of family. That's it. That's where it lies at. Tommy Martinez, look. Buki, La Rubia has the life. We don't. So here we are. Art, what is your feeling about deportation, especially parents, and leave children behind? This creates kids to go on drugs to cover their pain. I just covered that, Marcia. Sorry, I'm barely reading it now. But so as an immigrant, we have to follow the law. We have to behave, right? Especially we're in a country where we don't have permission to be in, right? So, if it's so weird because when Guatemalan breaks the immigration policy of Mexico in the southern border of Mexico and climbs over the wall and just starts working. And so their border policy, their immigration is very strict, right? they kick them out. They literally kick them in the behind and say, "Dude, don't come over here. You're taking jobs from Mexicans." you know. To me, it's like common sense, but I don't know. I think when I look at policies, I look at it realistically, not emotionally, right? And people get stuck on the emotion side of it, right? That's how we ended up with the knucklehead like Joe Biden, because people are thinking emotionally, and now we end up with the worst president in the history of our nation, unfortunately. So, because people get too emotional. Laura Riojas is in Melbourne, Florida. Man, that's far. Thanks for joining, Laura. Appreciate you. Jose Reyes, party days are over. My party days are over. I started going out when I was a young kid, man. I think so. My first girlfriend I had was 13 years old, right? Um, she was 16. It wasn't a girlfriend. It was like we were just hanging out for like a night. so, and then I started going out and partying and doing dumb things, because you just. I'm glad that I had the fourth what do you say, how do you say it, like the ability to say no to a lot of things that I saw when I was young, right? A lot of things, so if a girl wanted to hang out with me, at that age when you're 13, 14, 15, like, all right, cool, that sounds fun. When somebody offered me like some white powdery stuff, I said, nah, that doesn't look fun, doesn't look interesting, like that doesn't pique my curiosity, right? But a girl, she piques my curiosity, and we're gonna see we're gonna see what happens, right? So Jeff, art had strong willpower. I never I was never so, like, for example, look, I was at a basketball game. I was at when the Phoenix Suns went to the finals against Milwaukee. When was that? Like 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, the Phoenix Suns, they lost for the 10th time in the finals, right, against the Milwaukee Bucks. I went to a game in Milwaukee. Right, me and a coworker were like the only Phoenix Suns fans in the entire building. There's 20,000 people there. Me and him are the only people wearing purple and all this whatever. So our seats were like way up on top, right? Towards the end of the game, right there, the Milwaukee Bucks are winning. He goes down, just starts. Hey, he's like, let's go down there. There's some empty seats way at the bottom at the front at the court, and I said no. I'm not going down there. I don't want to get kicked out. I don't want to get banned from state from the I don't want to go to jail. I said no. So I just stayed. He went, and he not happy. He was out down at the bottom, and hey, what's up? But I said no. I don't I don't succumb to peer pressure. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it because I want to do it. If I don't want to do anything, it doesn't matter what you say or what you want. If I'm not comfortable, if I choose not to, I'm stubborn like that, right? So it's good to be stubborn sometimes, right? So I'm not a follower. It's a great example of not being a follower, right? So Raymond says it all comes down to we all have choices, right? Absolutely. And so I understand people, children shouldn't be separated, right? But parents have choices, right? Don't make bad choices and you won't be separated from your children. Your children won't suffer. Dana from Texas, Art, I had a date once that walked into all corner stores barefoot. That's a no-no for me. Man, barefoot. Yeah, nah. So when I'm at home, I don't walk barefoot. I'm in sandals at home, or I never walk barefoot. Me, I wouldn't want my significant other walking barefoot either. So definitely not on a date. Young Buck, Art, you would make a good police officer. Thank you. I get that probably because I was in the military. The military helps you be very committed and non-bendable, right? Very rigid. Vicky Miliston, my grandson Vincent Ortiz says hi. Vincent, hello. Thanks for hanging out tonight with us. Appreciate you, Vincent. Stay good. Be a good boy. Have fun with girls, not with drugs. Drugs are bad. Kaylin Griner, barefoot into the corner store sounds like good of times growing up in Florida. Teresa Roberts never tried drugs like her friends did because she was scared. I don't think I was scared, but I was one of the first ones to receive that dare, right? What is it? Drugs. Wait, what's dare mean? Drug awareness, resistance, education, or something like that, right? So that was happening. Started back in the '80s. I was like one of the first to go through that, and it was very impactful. They educate you about the dangers of drugs. Don't do it, and like it worked for me, right? Like it made sense to me. Don't do it. It's bad, right? Parents, police saying no. So I respect the rule of law, and I can respect rules, right? There's some personalities that they're the opposite of that. If you tell them yes, to them it's like you're saying no, right? If you say no to them, it's like you say yes. There's people that are just they're very rebellious. They have that rebellious spirit about them for some reason, right? So Curious Irish Angel Art, I really do give you a lot of credit. Awareness is everything. Standing up against peer pressure is hard, but that's where all of this typically starts. Yeah, I've seen it. I saw it. I saw some of those people that I grew up with. They're deceased, detained, deported. Right. A lot of people I grew up with, they're not here no more because they're the followers. They're the ones that couldn't say no. They just didn't have, they had no willpower. People took advantage of them, and they're gone. Living Electro, hello. Dylan, it did the opposite for a lot of kids I read. Maybe, maybe, yeah. Maybe it did. But this is one that it didn't, it did exactly what it did. Nancy's Reagan, just say no. It worked for me, right? So there are 350 million Americans, right? Um, Not even half of America has used drugs. So in the grand scheme of things, it's a small portion of America that's dealt with addiction on their own. So Buki is always barefoot except when I go out, but I hate shoes. Nice. Gooba, hello. Jose, hello. Rachel Vasquez, hello from Mesa, Arizona. Rachel, hello. I was there this weekend. I was there yesterday, and was it Friday? When was I? I was over there hanging out that side of town. Thanks for hanging out, Rachel. Appreciate you all the way from Mesa. Angelina Vito, hello. Rachel, not far from Phoenix. No, 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 it's not. I've interviewed a lot of people in Mesa. A lot of people. Unfortunately, it's hitting hard over there too. Homelessness and young people, and sad. Dogs. I never did drugs, but I was kind of stubborn. If didn't want, wasn't gonna. Dare program era too. Nice. Teresa Peterson, hello from California. I appreciate the videos that are presented. Thank you for watching, Teresa Peterson. Thanks for joining all the way from the Golden State. Jeffro Art, have you been hiking? Last time I went hiking was like 3 weeks ago. That was fun. I was in South Mountain 3 weeks ago. I had a blast. So I'll be going maybe, I'll be going soon. Um, a lot of people don't like going because it's too hot. So I have to go on my own. Dana from Texas, what's for dinner? I'm not sure yet. I had dinner earlier and I'm not sure what, I'm sure I'm going to be hungry in about another hour. So I'm not sure yet. Marcia, big problem in the French school systems for putting down or bullying. A lot of suicides. Age last week, 14 years. Oh man, that's sad. Tab, I remember their drug abuse resistant education. Yes, that's what it is. What did I say? Drug awareness? So yeah, you got it, Tab. We signed the back of our shirt. Las Phoenix is the Dare of 2023. Absolutely right. This is the new age awareness, right? This is the way. Back then, it was just a shirt that said Dare, right? There was no internet, there was no computers back then, no laptops, no cell phones. Back in the 80s when Dare started, right? So it was police going to every school and talking about drugs. It was marijuana, meth, right? Crack back then, right? Cocaine. That's it, right? There was no blues, right? There was no all this crazy stuff, designer stuff, right? So yeah. Uh, so now you gotta talk to people in their meet them where they're at, right? So in their space, whether that's YouTube or social media, basically. Ruby, hello everyone. Buki, I was listening, pero ya llegué. Bye, and don't break the record. Si no estoy. Ruby, hello, bye. I think you said that. Yeah, I don't know what I said, but yeah, I always get confused. Dare. Raymond, art by walking outside barefoot. It helps you to connect with Mother Nature. Raymond, here in Phoenix, it gets to be 100, like next week is gonna be 114 degrees. I'm not gonna connect with nature, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna burn your feet. So if you guys remember, like 2 or 3 months ago, I interviewed some dude. I can't remember his name. I don't know if it was Benny or can't remember what his name was. But do you remember that he had no toes? Right? Because he was doing blues. He passed out. It was last summer. His feet, basically, his whole body was out in the road. Right? His feet were on the black asphalt, and so the black asphalt absorbs more sun, more heat than like a sidewalk. And basically, he was face down, and he received burns all over his body. His toes had to be chopped off because they were dead. He was laying there for hours. A driver, a motorist, stopped and said, "Oh my God." So I said, "How long were you laying there, dude?" Like, I don't know exactly, but the doctor said, a couple more hours, and I wouldn't have made it. I would have just not been here. So he was connecting with nature, but that's not the type of connecting we want to do, right? So yeah, definitely shoes here, unfortunately, because yeah, maybe in the winter time, maybe on grass. Do you guys remember that one scene of Pretty Woman, where they go to the park, right? Uh, and what did she say? She said, "Take off your shoes, right? Take off your socks. Let's get on the grass." And then they did that, right? So they're connecting with nature. So I believe that too. But um, there's a right place and a right time. Carlotta is eating last night's spaghetti. Awesome. Kaylin, my whole family and neighborhood growing up did stuff. A bunch of rap songs would talk about pills. So it just seemed normal to get high from an early age. And of course, it leads to worse stuff. Kaylin, that's a good point. Living electro, your vids have helped me a lot as a parent. Showed them the reality. Absolutely, living electro That's that's what it's all about. Awareness, prevention through awareness. The more we are aware, the more we can prevent from people from making bad decisions that are going to have lifelong consequences. Barsha, the interview with Billy, he was wearing a hospital gown and bracelet. So sad. Absolutely, yeah. He basically left. He was in a hospital and he just left. He's like, I'm out of here. Yeah, definitely suffer from mental health issues, and yeah, prayers for Billy, man. He's 37 and he's been doing G glass meth since he was 16. So that's what, 21 years. That's what happens when you use it for an extended period of time. It's not going to help your brain. It's not going to help your body. It's going to worsen it, right? Carol, good night. Jose, saludos from Chicago. Live, laugh, love. In my high school days, 96, 95, the officers used to deal weed to kids in my high school during lunch hour. No way. Luckily, I never gave into peer pressure either. I didn't care who called me a chicken. Wow, the officers, huh? That's interesting. I've never heard of that. Yeah, the pan, right? The frying pan that was hot, right? This is your brain. Wait, no, no. The egg, right? There's an egg and there's a frying pan, right? This is your brain, and this is drugs. And then you crack the egg, put on this is your brain on drugs. It was frying an egg. So yeah, which is true. Your brain is getting fried. Buki, if I didn't say hi to everyone, sorry. I was trying to multitask. I was trying to drive, not get lost and listen. And you guys should know I'm a mess and can barely focus on one thing. Curious Angel, remember the TV ad which showed the comparison of your brain on drugs, campaign eggs in a frying pan? I remember that vividly. Yeah, very true. Angelina Vito, choices have consequences. Yes, choose correctly, choose better, make better choices. Living electro, walking outside barefoot gives you crusty, hard feet. No, ma'am. Um, yeah, I think most guys don't like crusty, hard feet. You know, yeah, it's true. True, true. Thank you, Living Electro, for caring about your feet, right? Having smooth feet. You got crusty feet, like, man, we're gonna have problems. Ms. BA, hello everyone. Saludos from the Bay Area. Angelina Vito. I don't know why, but after watching your videos, that began to happen upon the people in your videos in streets randomly. Yeah, you're more aware of them. That's why. Need more water. I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow again. I'm gonna go as much as possible. That's the plan, folks. Raymond, I mean on grass or dirt, mud. Awesome. Milo is I'm telling you, I've never seen a dog poop so much ever in my life, ever. It's really weird. Carlotta had a pedi and nails done today. I call that a me, and me day. Awesome. Lore Munoz. Hello from Albuquerque. Lore Munoz. Why do you call Albuquerque crazy? That's funny. So I've been to Albuquerque. I've interviewed people in Albuquerque, and yeah, it's like a small version of Phoenix. I've already said this, but Albuquerque and Tucson are like identical. They're like twins to me. They're the same size, the same people out there, same stuff, and that's just a small version of Phoenix. Vicky, Milestone, have a good night. Gwendolyn Klujanin is in Illinois. Awesome. Curious Irish Angel, I wish they would bring back programs like McGruff. Take a bite out of crime, right? Take a bite out of crime. We need to find funding for our youth, community centers, and the like. It's so important. Yeah, there used to be a program called, what's it called? PAL here in Phoenix. It was Police Action League. They would open up centers, like community centers, and the police would be there. So the kids would have somewhere to go after school, right? Play games, watch TV, just get them off the streets. Because, especially in poor neighborhoods, because the police know, we all know that in poor neighborhoods, it's usually one parent, right? So the kids don't go home; they go with their friends, right? Gangs, drugs, this and that. So we definitely need to do that. Open up community centers, be more proactive, help people, help parents. But instead, we've sent $100 billion. Our knucklehead in chief sent $100 billion the past 2 years to Ukraine to protect their borders, while our borders are unprotected. Make that make sense. Marsha, where does Carla keep all her things and items you give to her so no one steals? It must be horrible in the Arizona heat to carry all the items with you. She's homeless, right? So where do homeless people keep their stuff? I don't know. I don't know. They don't have lockers. They don't have, storages. They have to carry it with them, or they lose it. So they get stolen. People lose it. Maybe they sell it. I don't know. I have no idea. That's part of being homeless, and it's part of being battling addiction. Sad indeed. Sad indeedy. Jasmine Villarreal, our reservation, Gila River, is down 51st Avenue in Pecos, south of Baseline. Awesome. I live here in Gila River. Some of my Native American people hang out on 51st Avenue and Baseline. Lots of them are lost. Our tribe has a rehab for them, but they don't want help. Right? They don't want help because they're battling addiction. That's why they're going to want help whenever they're ready for help, not when your tribe wants it, not when you want it, not when their parents want it, not it's when they're ready for it, unfortunately. So, prayers for the people in your reservation that are struggling. I agree, Art. The $1 billion upsets me too. I used to work for the counselor that was head of the DARE program years ago. How to behave. I was her secretary at a very young age. Awesome. Don't be silly. I have a friend from Germany and they are scared of Russia too because they've been getting threats too. So Germany should really build up their government and protect their borders, right? Not rely on Sleepy Joe to send them uh, weapons and then billions of dollars of American taxpayer dollar, right? So those are rich nations: France, Spain, Germany. All those people, if they collected their all those countries, if they collected their money and build up an army to defend themselves against a tyrant, a bully, they can stand up. But instead, they're waiting for us to bail them out, like always. So it's very frustrating because we have Americans here that are suffering that need help, right? We have Americans that need help here. We need support, and but no. Jeff, our tax dollars just being tossed away. Yes. I honestly believe that there's like kickbacks, right? Hey, Ukraine, we're going to send you $100 billion, but I'm gonna need a piece of it. Okay, like I need you to funnel it to my son's company and this and that. So politics is like that. It's dirty behind the scenes. Robert, did you watch the Above the Influence commercials from the 2000s? That does not sound familiar, actually, to me. Mary Lou Madrid. Hello, Art and Lost in Phoenix family. Thank you, Mary Lou, for joining. I appreciate you. Mary Lou Madrid. Awesome. Appreciate you joining. You are so cool. Mary Nieves, hello. Thanks for joining. Marsha, I agree. Instead of jail for Miggs, should put him into a self-healing system. But that is not going to happen. Yeah, one thing that the United States does really bad is we incarcerate people, but we don't give them treatment while they're being incarcerated. I think if we focus more on treatment than incarceration, um, treatment while they're incarcerated, right? So, like in Mexico, uh, when the government sees an addict, they physically take you, they throw you in a truck, and they send you to a treatment center. You can't leave when you want. You can't be done with it. You're going to complete the program. You're going to be there for whatever the program is, 6 months, a year. You're never going to leave until you're done with that program. So you have to accept it. If you don't accept the program, you're going to stay there longer until you do accept it. So that's what Mexico does. To me, that's makes sense. Right here, we give too much freedom to people to basically kill themselves little by little, slowly, right? Because America, we love our freedom. Sometimes sometimes that freedom needs to be restricted when you're mentally ill and you can't make rational decisions. You shouldn't be given the opportunity to deny medical help or treatment, right? Because you're mentally gone. I don't know. I mean, it makes too much sense. That's why we don't do it. Don't be silly. Art, have you seen Silence Boy First Amendment? I'm curious your opinion on this channel. I don't know who that is. Never seen. I don't know who that is. Silence Boy First Amendment. No clue. Bonnie B. Treatment should be mandatory while in jail or prison. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Smoke Umza. Bro, you're a good person. May God keep on blessing you and your family. Thank you, Smoke Umza. I appreciate you greatly. Jacqueline Merrick agrees. Mary Nieves agrees. Because it makes sense, right? It just makes too much sense, right? That's why we don't do it. Our government does the opposite of what they should be doing, right? The opposite. Whatever makes sense, they do the opposite of it, right? Selena, anything for Salinas. I get my braces off like in a year, I think. So I already have them for like 2 years. It seems like I've had them on forever. Sometimes I don't even notice that they're on. It's funny. I'm used to them. Anything for Salinas. That's funny. That was a funny part of that movie that Cholo do anything for Salinas. I wonder if that happened like in real life. Virgo Queen 84. Hey Art, much love from Modesto, California. That's awesome. Thanks for joining all the way from Modesto. Appreciate you. Don't be silly. Another interesting case study is Dan Silly. He shouldn't be out there harassing women. You can tell he's not all there mentally. Awesome. Marsha Art is the best real person. We must all be proud of this and support his channel and his efforts to bring awareness. Thank you, Marsha. I really appreciate you. Again, so for example, we have super fans, right? Jeff is a super fan. Marsha's a super fan. Nicole Jurgen is a super fan. A lot of super fans, right? That's how they help this channel, right? Because of Victoria, right? When I met her last year, right? Last May, she was 19 years old. She had been in the streets for a year back then. Right. So she had been on the streets since she was 18. So what happens when she turned 18, she kind of rebelled against the family and just bounced out. She wanted to do what she wanted to do, ended up living that lifestyle. I met her, I planted a seed. It resonated with her and she remembered me, right? So that when she was in treatment, she reached out to me behind the scenes on my social media, right? And said, "Hey, Art, it's me, Victoria. I'm in treatment. When I get out, I want to talk to you because the conversation that I had with you, meeting you that day really had an impact on me. I want to share my story of recovery to help other people that are struggling like me." So when you support this channel, you have a direct impact on people like Victoria, right? So it wasn't Art who helped Victoria. It was the Lost in Phoenix family, right? The super fans, the people who've been with me for 2 years, right? This channel is 2.5 years old since November of 2020. But, Jeff has been around for 2 years, so it's just amazing. It's fun. I love it. It's a group effort. It's not just me all out there. I feel the support and the love from people all over the place. So Marsha's in France, Jeff is in Ohio. These are some people have never been to America. Some people have never been to Arizona. Some people have never been to Phoenix. But you know what? We feel that human connection, right? We see people suffering. We can see Victoria when she's 19, she's suffering and she needs a guiding hand, right? And basically, I'm your spokesperson, right? I represent you guys, right? Because there's 90 people in here. Half of you live that lifestyle, half of you. So this is part of your treatment. This is the way you're giving back. This is part of your recovery, right? Your path to pay it forward, because you understand Victoria, because you were Victoria, right? Can I get an amen? No updates from anybody, gang. Everybody's asking all these updates. I'm gonna type it here. I always forget to type it, but oh, updates on anyone. Bookie, isn't it that usually they get sober and they're embarrassed about the videos and don't want to interview again? Some, not all. Some. There's people that reach out to me, and it's not that they don't want to get it. It's like they're not embarrassed, but a lot of people reach out to me. Hey, I'm sober, but just as between me and you, right? I don't want any notoriety. Some people don't want to relive it. They don't want to talk about it anymore. They want to move forward, right? A person like Victoria, she wants to move forward, but she also wants to reflect where she was so they can propel her going forward. So there's two trains of thought when people get sober. Some people use the history, they think about it to move forward, and some people don't want to think about it to move forward. So 50-50. Um, Somebody asked me about Daniel from Texas. Did you show us the ring, Excalibur ring made? So, can you guys do me a favor? Go to Excalibur Rings on YouTube. So David has been very supportive. He's been following my channel for 2 years, and we did that meet and greet recently, like in April, and he was there, him and his wife. And so basically, he's a former military. He gives to the community, and he makes rings. And he made a ring, Lost in Phoenix. It's like a ring with some red opal, and it's really cool. Go check it out. Go comment, right? Go comment, say, hey, Art sent me. I'm part of the Lost in Phoenix family. I'm here supporting Excalibur Rings, David, his family, really cool people. So if you go right now to please let me know so I can give you a shout out. I'll go and read the comments on there. Okay, so make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Really cool dude, and um, go check out the video he made. The way he was creating that the ring. Okay, so let me know. Has anybody seen it? Anybody saw the video? I saw it today. I just think that's amazing. Expert Gaming 100. Hello. Jeff says David has some great videos. Yeah, really, that's talent, right? Be able to make rings, I think that's very talent. He does it from his garage, and he was wearing a Lost in Phoenix shirt. He was wearing a hat. That shirt is from Gina. She's not here tonight, but she's a super fan. She says Lost in Phoenix, and he was wearing a blue hat like this, in that video. So really cool dude. I love it. Priscilla, hopefully you've planted a seed in Jackie too. She looks so sad in her recent interview talking about her daughter really hit her. Priscilla, yeah, that's a great point. That's all I could do is plant a seed. The way I planted a seed in Victoria, right? The day that I talked to Victoria, she wasn't ready, but it planted a seed. It was there, and so eventually it clicked, right? So I talked to Jackie a year ago. It hasn't clicked for her. I've talked to her twice now, right? It hasn't clicked yet, but maybe soon it will. We don't give up. It doesn't matter if I talk to them 20 times, 200 times. We have to be supportive. We have to be there, right? So they know that there's support, there's structure, there's guidance. Daniel from Texas, I saw the video. I watched it earlier. I give it a like. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate you watching, supporting Excalibur rings on YouTube. David is a really good guy, and he made us a ring, Lost in Phoenix. Yeah, we got to support his efforts, and I think that's awesome. Dang, I'm starting to feel the hunger. Gosh. Daniel from Texas, he had on his 602 gear. Yeah, it was a blue hat like this and a black 602 Lost in Phoenix shirt. That was awesome. Su Majestat, what are you having for dinner? I have no idea, man. I don't know what I have. I don't know what I'm in the mood for, but I'm feeling it, right? Because I ran a mile today. I was in the gym. I ate late today. Um, so I was out there looking for people to talk to today. I'm gonna go out there tomorrow. I gotta go see Carla tomorrow because I have to give her her solar power charger and her um, what's it called? Um, the pump, the tire pump. So that Stephanie donated. Expert Gaming 100. I'm a big fan of the channel Expert Gaming 100. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. You're awesome. Marcia says, being part of your Lost in Phoenix family also really helps me when I do miss Americans and Arizona. Thank you, Marcia. I appreciate you. Um, I appreciate your support and love all the way from France. Hopefully, one day I get to meet you and your lovely husband. You guys seem like really great people. You guys seem like you're very um, a passion for helping people, right? So again, that's the way we all connect, right? We all have something in common, right? We have different names, different languages, different skin color, different upbringings, different religion, different thoughts on politics. That's okay. Okay, we still can support each other, right? Because at the core of all of us, we're human, right? We have pain, we hurt, right? None of us is superior or over the other. None of us. We're all the same, right? We all matter, right? All of us matter the same. Nobody's special. Nobody's better. We're all human and we all matter. Every single one of you guys, right? Wherever you're at, whatever color you are, what your background, your upbringing, your socioeconomic, right? Your finances, your schooling. It doesn't matter if you dropped out GED like me. It doesn't matter if you went to the military or not went to the military. It doesn't matter. You matter, right? So when we try to elevate one group or another, that's nonsense, right? We're all special. We're all unique in the eyes of God. So remember that when people try to downplay you because you're not the right color, the color that's in fashion today, right? When shame on you for what happened 100 years ago, tell them to f off, right? Tell them to go straight to where somewhere else with that BS. So you guys matter. Sandra Gonzalez, hello. Jasmine Villarreal. I look at your videos as a reality check. The struggle in life that drugs will put you through is no joke. Your videos help a lot of people. Jasmine, thank you very much for recognizing. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you to understand that. Not everybody understands that. So let me ask you, Jasmine, do you know that firsthand because you went through that, or you've seen it, your family members, a loved one, experience that lifestyle, right? So, sometimes like me, I never lived that life, right? I never experienced any of that, but I've seen it from my family. I've seen it how it's affected my mom. I've seen it how it's affected my siblings and the family. It's a trickle effect, right? It's not just Victoria or Carla out there, right? It's the people that love Carla and Victoria and Migs, right? Because they matter, right? They matter to people, right? We don't know them, but they do matter. So so what happened? Putin is in trouble. Putin, he um he he was basically, they were marching. There was a faction, there was a group, a general that has a group of soldiers that are very powerful, and he was marching to trying to take over the military, right? To kind of overthrow Putin, because it sounds like in Russia they're getting sick of it. Like, why are Russian 18-year-olds dying? Like, what are we doing? So they're getting sick of it. They're getting sick of war. There's no, they're kind of like at a stalemate. Nobody's moving, nobody's budging. A lot of people are losing their lives though, and so this general tried to make a move, and so the past couple of days, but apparently today, he said, "Oh, that's it. We're not marching anymore. We're stopping. We're not going to do it." So I think what happened was, Vladimir Putin, El Putin, he must have said, "Hey, General, you need to stop because I have your wife, your grandchildren, your children, your entire bloodline. I know exactly where they're at, and they're gonna pay the price for what you're doing. Stop right now." And I think obviously he did. So, but he's in trouble because what that general did was plant the seeds, right? Basically, he vocalized and he put into action what the majority of the country is feeling, right? The residents, the citizens of Russia, and probably a big portion of the military. So he's kind of being backed in the corner right now, just because the general was stood down. Like, that's it. No more coup d'état, no more overthrow of the government. Um, just because it kind of shows a crack in Putin. He's vulnerable basically. So that's my take. Dogs is wanting pizza. Awesome, Marsha. I love my daughter wherever she is in Arizona. Last saw her in 2014. It is really hard to live with, but I believe in faith and art is giving so much support. Bless him. Thank you, Marsha. So yeah, when I go to Tucson, I definitely keep an eye out for her. Right. So prayers for your daughter, Marsha. May we find her. Excuse me. May we find her one day and be reunited with her and live the life that she deserves. Right. So Highness says it is giving a bad look for him. Absolutely. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, he's never. We've never seen him. We've never seen him look that bad ever. He's been in power for what, how many years, how many decades, right? And we've never seen that, where people rise up against a dictator, because what happens? They don't exist anymore, right? But when you're a dictator, you're vulnerable. Look at Saddam, look at Gaddafi. The only one to ever make it, look at Hitler, didn't make it. Mussolini didn't make it. The only one that made it was Castro in Cuba. He was a dictator. He made it. I don't know how, but he made it. Jose had pizza 3 times this week. Maybe tomorrow. Too much pizza. Dolores, I feel like I come and go because I take showers when art goes live. Every time you take a shower, I close my eyes, Dolores. Okay. That's awesome. Who was the other person taking showers the other day? I can't remember who it was. Little Jacob, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Sunflower, if you don't mind me asking, what was the name of the woman that was unfortunately killed in Phoenix that you interviewed? Rest in peace. Mona. Her name was Mona. Yeah, rest in peace, Mona, man. That's sad. That was really sad to hear that. At least they caught the guy. Kimberly Aerosmith, hello. It took like a week to find the idiot. Who knows all the cause, what happened? Was she on a date? Was that her boyfriend? It was a hotel. It was a seedy hotel. So I don't know. We'd only speculate, but sad. Actions have consequences, though. No, we have to make good decisions in life because life is already hard enough. Let's not make it harder on ourselves. Maribel Torres, my high school had over 4,400 independence students. What? We had one of the best multicultural rallies. Students from different parts of the world would perform their traditional dances, food, etc. Awesome. Karen, the people here better start standing up to these evil Democrats. Yeah, I think they're just evil politicians. There are Republicans that um, make really horrible decisions too, right? It's what I've seen is like it's the selling out of America, right? They don't want us America to be exceptional. They want us to fit in with the rest of the world, and I don't want America to be third world, right? I came from a third world country, right? I'm an immigrant from Mexico. I came from Mexico to escape the poverty and the lack of opportunities down there, right? So why would we want lack of opportunities here, right? Why would we want to turn America into a third world nation? Like it doesn't make sense. It's good to be exceptional. It's good to aim high and be a leader, not a follower, right? Why would we want to be equal with the rest of the world, right? We have to be the big brother of the world. Makes I don't know. I don't know. Live, laugh, love. I have very good self esteem because my pop always treated me like a princess, but also taught me to help and respect others and take responsibility for myself. Live, laugh, love. You had a father, right? Unfortunately, um, our government financially incentivizes, right, single moms to, you don't need a father, right? We'll take care of you. Just keep voting for us. We'll take care of you, right? We'll give you free housing. We'll give you, welfare. We'll give you free healthcare. We'll give you free, right? But they don't. These single moms don't understand that. Yeah, you could have five, six, seven kids, five, six, seven from five, six, seven different men, no repercussions. But what you don't understand is that those children are going to be caught in a cycle, right? They're not going to advance. They're going to move forward. They're going to be knuckleheads. Not all of them. I'm speaking in generalities. I'm speaking because I've seen these people. I went to school with some of these knuckleheads, right? Um, I remember seeing like the moms of some of these people I went to school with, right? Same projects, right? Dupa Villa projects, right? They were there for like 20 years, Duperville project, right? Nice car, right? No house though, no home, right? Because the government was taking care of them, right? Big old TV, right? But nice TV, nice car, right? Nice cell phone, but you don't have a house because you're enslaved by the government. Brian, as a government worker, I'll tell you, don't trust the government. Shoot, you're preaching to the choir, Brian. Hell, I know exactly what you mean, man. Don't Sod MG. Why doesn't not don't why doesn't Carla get help? Because she's battling addiction. Robert C. I appreciate your concern, Robert. Thank you for who I tip or who I don't tip. It's funny. Highness, Carla, I think will come to her senses. She can't wait and needs to handle some business. Yeah, hopefully she comes to her senses soon. Sunflower, there's a pinned message up on top for you. Aleda V. That is a cool name. I've never heard that name before. Aleda. Hello, thanks for joining, Aleda. I think you might have joined in the past, but I'm just saying in general, I don't see that name that much. So it's a unique name. April. I feel like America is slowly becoming less and less the land of dreams. There's so much drugs and everything is so expensive. It's getting so hard to afford to live. It's part of the plan. I think they do that on purpose, right? I remember Joe Biden during the campaign trail like 3 years ago. He said the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill the Keystone Pipeline. I'm gonna punish oil companies, right? So basically, what he's saying is, I don't want Americans to buy cars, to take up gas, right? Because you're harming the environment, right? Global warming and all that, right? So I'm going to punish you. So I want you to buy electric vehicles. So I'm going to raise gas prices by basically. So basically in the past 4 years before Biden, we had become energy independent. We weren't relying on Mexico. We were relying on Saudi Arabia for oil. Basically our enemies, right? Russia. We're buying oil from Russia because we have plenty of oil, but these politicians don't want us to drill on America because the global warming and whatnot. So yeah, I'm glad. 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, we paid $2.20 for gas, national average. Now we're paying what? It's like four something here in Phoenix. So, but we don't have racism though. Artists, I was a single mom for 8 years and never received help from the government. Apparently, I was over income. Artists, congratulations. That's awesome. That's amazing. I'm glad that you worked hard. Unfortunately, there's a lot of single moms that can't work or they choose not to work, right? So their job is like to produce children for multiple men so that the government can take care of them, right? So unfortunately, there are women that do that, but then there's more women like you that are hard workers and want to raise your children the right way, and that's a testament to your courage and your strength, artist. So you are awesome. Stephanie, hello, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Kimberly Aerosmith, I just got a new litter of kittens. Bunch of meows. That's awesome. Live Laugh Love says, "Yep, I've seen the cycle. So sad. Yeah, it's a cycle. It's a sucky cycle because as parents, you're supposed to protect and help your children, but when you're just popping them out and not really caring because the government can take care of them, it's some of the people that I interview, right? Some of the people that I interview are part of that cycle, generational curse. April, I see so many people, especially seniors, that are forced to live in their vehicles because housing is just no longer an option because of prices. It's so sad what we're becoming. There's been 2 million people walk across our border invited by the government, right? 2 million about people from third world countries who have a place to stay. They're helping them get their driver's licenses. They're enrolling them in school. They have automatic health care. What about our veterans? What about our Americans that are born here, right? What about the people that I interview? What about America first? Buki, how could you have a kid and not worry about them when there are so many people who wish they could have kids and can't have them? So, Buki, that reminds me of the evil witch from California. I can't remember her name, but that little boy, Gabriel Fernandez, remember? Cute little boy, little angel. He had an evil mother. Thankfully, she's in prison where she belongs. She's a trashy human being. Some human beings just shouldn't exist. That's horrible what they did to the little boy. It's horrific, sad. It's very sad when I think about all the details that I heard from her case. It's sad. The bad thing is there's tons of ladies like that piece of trash out there right now. It's a fact. Canna Bree, I'm in the process of breaking my generational curse. It's not easy, and I hope to succeed. Much love, Canna Bree. Um, Keep pushing, Canna. You can do it. If you can't do it today, if you can't do it tomorrow, next week, next month, you're gonna do it someday. Okay. So much love, uh, many prayers for you to succeed and break that cycle, break that chain. You're worth so much more. Pearl was her name. Pearl, disgusting. Just looking at her was disgusting, man. Some people need the death penalty. We should have the death penalty should be automatic for the entire nation. Unfortunately, state law, we get to this each state, especially in California, they don't do death penalty for some reason because that's what you guys vote for in California. But here we do, thankfully in Arizona, we do execute these animals. They're not human, they're animals, and that's what she was. She was a human the way an animal the way she tortured her son and he died. So rest in peace, Gabriel. Your life mattered. Unfortunately, you ended up with a horrible person for a mother. Sad. I really get sad. I do. I physically get mad and upset when I think about that case, man. Don't be silly. I agree with the art, but let's be honest. Americans won't do these low paying jobs, not even the decent paying jobs. Americans want high paid jobs for or management positions. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Americans are spoiled. Americans of all races are spoiled, right? Especially, I personally think that America's poor people are very spoiled. You know, a poor person in America would can be considered a rich person in any other third world nation, right? So um, when no skills, right? People that dropped out of school, they have 5 kids, 21 years old, no skills, right? Their skill was having children, right? That they can't support. All right, time to look for a job, dad or mom, usually mom, because dad isn't around because he's out there popping out babies. But trying to get a job, mom or whoever, right? Hey, I'm gonna work at McDonald's. I want you guys to pay me $25 an hour because I need to raise my family, my 5 kids. I can't raise my kids on, $12 an hour. I need 20, 25, $30 an hour to raise my family. But they don't understand that those jobs are entry level, right? entry level jobs, right? That's for people with no skills. That's for high school kids to develop working habits, right? How to read your check, how to pay taxes, how to earn your money. It's not for moms with 10 kids to raise a family off of. Like that just doesn't compute. It doesn't make sense, right? So again, your actions have consequences. Your poor, especially your poor actions have consequences, right? So make good decisions, man. Stay away from drugs, stay away from knuckleheads that want to pop, pop out kids, and from men that can't support you. Let's give free help, free birth control until you're ready to, until you graduate high school, till you went to college, and when you have your house and your car and all that, have as many kids as you want. McDonald's is hiring at $22 an hour and full benefits here. Um, Also, McDonald's is going to be fully automated in the next 10 years, right? There's going to be like one or two people working at a McDonald's. They're working on automation, basically machines that can, so right now I can walk into a Burger King, McDonald's here in Phoenix, and at the register, they don't have cash registers. You go to like kiosk and you order your food, and you just go to the counter so they can give you your food, right? So what does that do? That's less people that are going to work there, right? They're going to, you don't need 20 people in the future, right? You're going to do it. You're going to reduce it down to 10 because, hey, you don't have to pay a machine. So no skill, get some skills, go to school, get some skills, some working skills. Just because you exist doesn't mean you're going to get $50 an hour. I don't know. This is me. Kimberly, how about that man that killed his three? Yeah, I didn't read the whole story, but I saw where some dude, he lined up his three boys and he took them out, um, execution style, right in the yard or something. I'm like, I always think like, why don't these guys that go to schools and shoot up, and why don't they, like, the world is so horrible, right? They're so jacked up mentally. Why don't they do themselves first, right? And then go harm others. Harm yourself first and then go do others, right? Or go ask for help, man. Go to the hospital, go to your family, go talk to somebody, right? Why would you harm innocent people? I don't get it. Especially your children. Hello. I don't know. Aaron Isham, Putin being in trouble isn't a good thing. Yeah, people said Saddam being executed, not a good thing, right? That's what people said. He's a dictator, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Whether it's a good thing or bad thing, fate is going to step in. Aaron had a good day. Kitty shot badass. Really good day. Went to the gym. I was happy. Myra Cordero, hello. I made it to live. Hello. Hopefully you had a good day, Myra. I know what you weren't doing. You were not day drinking today, Myra. Never stop. I really admire what you do on YouTube to educate people on society's breakdown. Blues are flooded through the border. They come in by the ton every day and night. Boom, they're just coming in, flooding our market. That's why here in Phoenix they cost 50 cents. Um, so, but at least we're protecting Ukraine's borders. Myra Cordero, I was no, just got out of the pool. I'm hungry. Awesome. I haven't been in a pool in years. I'm not a big pool guy. When I was a kid, I was, but as an adult, yeah, not a big pool guy. Matt Sonia Hart, how are you? I think Biden first. You can thank Biden. In all fairness, right? Because I try to be unbiased, right? I call it the way it is, right? Trump had his issues. Biden has way more issues, in my humble opinion, right? Just look at it. Just look at it from a clear lens, right? Unbiased, right? I'm neither here nor there. I'm just going to call it the way it is. And, I prefer paying $2 for a gallon of gas than $4 or $5 a gallon of gas like I have the past 2 years, right? When gas goes up, everything goes up. Everything. Colombian Princess, did you have your donut? Nobody could hang out with me today, Colombian Princess. Nobody could hang out to eat donuts with me today. Nobody. Nobody could eat, right? Myra couldn't hang out today. Ruby couldn't hang out today. Colombian Princess, I don't know where you're at, but you couldn't hang out today. I don't know where all you guys are at, but you guys couldn't hang out. Jeff is in Ohio. He couldn't hang out. Matt, Sonia, where are you? She couldn't hang out. Marsha's in France. She couldn't eat donuts. Colombian Princess is in LA, so she couldn't eat donuts today. Bookie's in California. She couldn't eat donuts today. April, do you think the housing market will crash again? I don't think it's going to crash. I think it's going to, I think they've put things in place for it to slowly come down, not crash. Like in 2008. 2008 was created by basically banks, lenders were stealing. Basically, they were lying. They're giving $200,000 homes to people that made $20,000 a year by making fake documents, fake everything. Right? A lot of banks did that because the bank said, "Oh, we're going to be bailed out anyways by the government, so just keep selling mortgages." Right? Let's make as much money as we can. So all that was fake. And now we don't have that anymore. There's that doesn't exist anymore. It's really hard to get a loan. It's very thorough now. So I don't think it will crash. Knock on wood. April says, I need them to lie again so I can buy a house. It's funny, April. No, hey, build up your credit, save your money, and eventually mortgage rates will come down, right? Mortgage rates will come down. We're right now battling inflation. Our economy is it's not good right now. Not the healthiest economy ever, unfortunately, right? Thanks to a sleepy Joe, but hopefully it gets better. Hopefully this guy will give somebody else an opportunity in 2024 because this guy isn't it. But he solved racism, right? He solved racism, so racism doesn't exist no more. So that's awesome. You guys should be proud of that. Billy the Barber is doing really good, Karen. He's doing awesome. Matt Sonia will hit you up for donuts when I go to Phoenix. Awesome, Matt Sonia. Let me know. Go tear up some donuts. Matt Madden. Hello, everyone from the UK. Thanks, Matt, for joining all the way across the pond. Appreciate you. April, I live in Phoenix, and these prices are no joke. Yeah, I don't know why, but Phoenix prices are holding steady. I think the reason is because people are moving here, so the demand is there. Like people need to live because need somewhere to live because they're moving here. Whereas other places, the prices are going down, right? Not crashing, just going down because a lot of people can't afford with these high interest rates, mortgage rates. They can't afford so high interest rate and high like home prices, right? You're priced out, right? So in other states that people aren't moving in, prices are going down because there's no demand for it, right? So the mortgage rates is across the country, right? But the demand, it just depends where you're at. In Phoenix, the demand is high because a lot of people are moving here for jobs and a lot of growth. So the prices are staying high in spite of the high mortgage rates. And if you're a buyer like me, I'm looking for a home in the next 2 years. For me, that sucks because I have to stay put in rent until the mortgage comes down and these prices come down, because I don't want to buy a house here and I don't want a mortgage here, because that means you're going to be paying way more money on your mortgage than what you should pay. So Harrison, hello. Myra is down with Buki. Never stop. He wants everyone's guns, not fix the drug problem. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm trying not to talk about Sleepy Joe anymore. Buki Art, what's the halfway point between Cali and Arizona? The halfway point is Needles, California, or Blythe, California. That's like, I think that's like the Arizona California border. Needles or Blythe. Myra, art can come too. Summer dress. Warren to whatever. I bought a house in AZ in 2008 for 35,000, like new. Absolutely, that's normal. I was selling houses in 2000. Well, it crashed in 2008. So I wonder if you got it before the crash or after the crash. Probably after the crash, right? 20, 35,000. Yeah, it was probably 30, 100,000 would have been new, really good, but 35 because the crash. So Kimberly, what do you think about the Titanic the Titan submersible? It was a tragedy. That's just tragic. It doesn't matter if they're rich. It doesn't matter. They're human. They went down there to discover and be. They're discovering, right? That was their passion, right? I would love to go down there, right? I would love to go be right, the only thing separating me and the Titanic from touching it is just a window. I would love to see it with my own eyes. As a historian, right? I'm like a little amateur historian that studied history a lot, and I can understand why people would go down there. I get it; makes sense to me. It's just tragic that they lost their lives, right? It's just it's a tragedy. Jose Rayas just watched Excalibur Ring Channel. It's so cool. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate you for going, checking it out. You're awesome. Thank you very much for supporting my friend David, Excalibur Rings. Really cool dude. Excuse me, really cool dude. And I he made a ring for Lost in Phoenix. I think he's a good dude. If you guys haven't gone, please go to Excalibur Rings on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. He's a former military dude. He helps the community. Certainly helped us our last meet and greet. And he made a ring for Lost in Phoenix. So he's an awesome dude. If you guys can go, do me a big favor, go to Excalibur Rings and subscribe. And if you guys can leave a comment on the video, because he made a video where he's making the ring, the Lost in Phoenix ring, right? So go show your support, right? Let's go. Let's all go there. I commented on there today. So if I see you guys' names on there, I'm about to shout you guys out. You guys are awesome. Don't be silly. Thoughts on Disney's Elemental flopping at box office and Indiana Jones 5 projected to flop after bad reviews. So I'm not a Disney guy. I'm not a Disney guy. They're way too political, way too political for my liking. I wish they would just be Disney, like just entertain, make movies that entertain, get out of politics. I don't care about your political beliefs, your opinion. Get out of that crap. Entertain, right? And don't indoctrinate. And that's what they're headed towards that, right? So that's a good example of like you're Bud Lighting yourself, right? because you're gonna go on this agenda where it has nothing to do with taking care of your customers, right? But like you're gonna go down an agenda where it's politics, right? You're gonna offend half the country. It is not gonna go well for you. So I don't know what Elemental is. I've never heard of it, never seen it. I don't support Disney. Um, Indiana Jones, that dude is like 90 years old, right? What's the name? Harrison, whatever. Like I have a problem with like actors acting when you're like 100 years old. Like stop, man. Go retire. Like enjoy the last few years of your life like in peace, man. Like I don't want to see action figures that are 90 years old. I just don't. So I wouldn't watch it. If you paid me to watch the Disney movie, I would kindly say no, thank you. No thanks. Carlotta, thank you very much. I appreciate you. April says, let's try to convince people to not move to Phoenix. I tell people all the time, like, Phoenix is full. You know, if you're from California, go move to Washington, move to New Mexico, move to Colorado. Those are all states that think very similar to you. So move there, please. You're going to hate Arizona and Texas and Florida. You'll hate it. Utah, I think Utah's a pretty state. I've never been there, but I think it's at least seems so wide open. It's not very populated, right? So I don't know. I could be wrong. I've never been there. So tonight I'm gonna stay up late tonight because I slept. I slept a lot today because I needed it, you know. So I can't wait. I'm excited. April, any plans for the night? My plans are I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna drink more water because I went to the gym today. That's why I look all raggedy today because I went to the gym in this. So I look all dusty. But I'm gonna stay watch. I'm watching Attack on Titan, so I'm watching that little series. I'm on season 4, I think. So I think there's 5 seasons so far. So I should be catching up soon. So I'm excited. That's it. I'm gonna play with Milo and Phoebe and just hang out. Those are my plans. Anybody have any plans? Anybody going out? Anybody anything at all? Just hanging out. No record tonight, Buki. No record. My butt is starting to hurt actually. Harrison, have you ever used any drug before during your teen days? Marijuana. And then I grew up. I matured. I didn't like marijuana because it gave me like a headache, and I didn't like the smell. So no. If you consider that a drug, that's what I did when I was 15. And then I grew up. I matured, and um, I don't do things that I don't like. Live, laugh, love. I went to Excalibur Rings channel. The rings are so awesome. You say you like me, but you're trying to send people to New Mexico. Not nice. Live, laugh, love. Thank you very much for going to Excalibur Rings on YouTube and watching the video. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting David, a friend of mine, and he's really cool. Former military, gives back to the community, and very supportive of this channel, of us. And I'm sending people to New Mexico because New Mexico is very like not populated. Maybe you need more population, especially Californians, right? Because when they move, they sell a house from 1920s, like a little 1,000 square foot home from the 1920s, right? And they sell it, and they sell it for like $1 million, right? So they take that $1 million, they go to New Mexico and they buy a house there for 50,000, and the rest of the money they buy cars, they buy other houses to rent, and that's good because it goes into your economy, your local New Mexico economy. So I'm actually looking out for New Mexico when I send Californians your guys' way. So I'm looking out for you actually. J Love is late. J Love, what were you doing? Where were you at? What's happening, J Love? Why are you late? You're always early, actually. April was night swimming. Awesome. It depends who you're swimming with, right? I think. And what's going on in the swimming process. Myra is talking about skinny dipping or chunky dunking. Dang. Live, laugh, love says, no, we're good. We have enough people. Awesome. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. April, what kind of dogs do you have? I have a little Milo is like 4 months old. He's a Shih Tzu Bashan, very cute. And Phoebe is a year old, and she's a Havanese something. I forgot the other one. Cute, something cute. Colombian Princess just came up with a really good rule going forward. If you're late to the chat, you have to tell us, you have to stand in front of class and you have to tell us why you're late. I love that, Colombian Princess. You're like thinking outside the box. I love that. It's all the tacos you ate today, huh, Colombian Princess? So there you have it. J Love, what stand in front of class and tell us, why are you late today? Why are you Lassa Apso? Yes, Tab. What Tab said, a Lassa Apso. Thank you for reminding me what my dog is. Tab, you're awesome. So that's why I need you guys in my life. You guys remind me. You guys are my reminders. J Love says, honestly, I had took a nap and I just woke up super late. Man, I don't know if I'm. Are you guys believing J Love took a nap and she's barely waking up on the side? I don't know. That's kind of suspect right there. I don't know. I don't know, J Love. Matthew Loster, Long Beach, California. Hello. Tab, the cutest puppies ever. Marcia says, it's so humid outside. We pay the price in the south of France and never visit here in June, July, or August. That's awesome. Highness, Goodyear area art. Awesome. Karen watched on YouTube Quest for Treasure from National Geographic on the finding of the treasures from the Atocha that went down off the Florida Keys back in 1622. Man, that's a long time ago. J Love says, I did. I only took a nap because my 4-year-old fell asleep too. I was like, I'm going to take advantage of this. That's awesome, J Love. Well, good morning. Okay. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Hopefully you feel better. You feel rested. What are you going to eat, J Love? Because you woke up for your nap, right? You hibernated. So when a bear hibernates, he wakes up with little the tummy is rumbling, right? So what are you gonna make? What are you gonna warm up? What's the plan here? Kimberly Arisman, I used to have a full blood Shix, so a Shih Tzu. It's awesome. Don't be silly. I thoughts on the long-awaited Canelo versus Charlo being close to finalize. That's gonna be a good fight. I'm looking forward to that. I'm tired of Canelo fighting these people, these big dudes from different countries. Yeah, like the past few dudes that he's fought, kind of disappointed. Fight somebody in your own like natural weight class. That's more exciting, like a Charlo. That's gonna be fun. We'll see. I'm excited. I know Brenda's excited. Where's Brenda at? Brenda's our official MMA and boxing like fanatic, right? Where's she from? Washington D.C. Where is she at? Somebody text Brenda. So we need her. She's out partying or somewhere at a convention probably. J Love says, I was thinking about that right now. I knew you were thinking about food. I knew it, J Love. Sheesh. Danielle Williams says, I'm still full from breakfast. Breakfast was a long time ago, Danielle. That was a long time ago. Myra, where's Ruby? She says she's going sundress shopping. Colombian Princess thought of another rule. What is the rule? Rule number 2 from Colombian Princess. Go, bust it. Kimberly, awesome. J Love, damn breakfast. Wish I can stay full that long. Yeah, it's like I have like a little. I think J Love and myself, we in our tummy we have little worms, right? My mom used to say it all the time. You have a little. You must have worms that just you eat, and the worms eat the food, not you. So, Colombian Princess says, if you're absent, you have to be excused by art. If you're absent, you have to be excused by art. Yeah, 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 yeah. I like that. So Brenda, she's not here today. She's not present. Ruby, I don't know. Ruby was present and then she left because she was going somewhere, right? She had a date. I don't know, something about a sundress and drinking. I don't know. I just know bits and pieces of it, right? But she's not here, but she checked in at least, right? And she kind of asked for permission, right? So we're probably gonna give her a little bit of grace and understanding, and you're excused, Ruby. But a person like Brenda, she's not here, right? So when we do see her again, like Brenda, where were you? What were you doing? Who are you with? Right? So we'll have to give her some grief. J Love, oh my God, my mom used to say that too. What the heck? Me and J Love share the same mom. What is happening? Live, laugh, love. I just ate fresh. What? Ate a fresh, really good mango. I love mangoes. The thing I hate about mangoes is I get the little. I already told you guys, right? The little fibers, right? The little freaking. It's so hard to get out too. They stay in there, right? So it's like mangoes have like hair, and I can't get that hair out, something like this from the mango. So that's the only bad thing. I love mangoes, but the little mango hairs, not fun. Tab, I was over here watching a few of David's rings videos. That's awesome, Tab. Thank you very much for going to Excalibur Rings on YouTube and checking out the Lost in Phoenix ring that he made for us. I appreciate your time, Tab, going to support uh, David. J Love, now she says the same thing about my son. She's like, tiene una lombriz todo el dulce que se come. That's what you know. What I never ate a lot of candy as a kid. I just didn't eat candy. I'm not a big sweet tooth guy, right? So I don't know. I had a when I was a kid. I had a hyperactive metabolism. So I was never a fat kid, right? Even as an adult, right? I'm entering my my mid years, and I don't consider myself chunky or anything. So interesting the way that works. Buki, what's up? Thanks for coming back. You need some floss threaders in your life. I do. I have those, right? But it'd be cool if I do floss out, but I wish I could just go like this, right? Just boom. But they stay stuck in there, and then in the back, so I have to go. It takes me forever to floss. So yeah, It just sucks. Live, Laugh, Love doesn't have hairs in her mouth because she cuts up the mangoes like in slices or cubes. I need to do that. So what I do, this is what I do. I get a mango and then I slice it down like that, and then I peel it back, right? I peel it back like a banana, and then what I do is I bite it. So you're saying that you shouldn't do that, right? I should stop doing that because that's how I end up with mango hairs in my mouth. So you're saying I should cut it up in cubes and eat it that way. There's no mango hairs in my mouth, so I'm gonna try that. J Love was never a fat kid, and J Love is not a fat kid. That's awesome. Good to know, J Love. That's awesome. Marsha, so God bless you all. Stay safe, stay watered, and merci. Art hugs to Carla. Explain to her where France is. Absolutely. Thank you, Marsha. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you very soon. Daniel Williams, I wish I wasn't. I crave sweets all day, every day. But current craving is orange or strawberry soda. Oh man, Daniel Williams, those are bad cravings. It's bad. Sugar cravings are really bad because it's it's like a trap. Tab, I love the craftsmanship. I worked in the dental lab and watching him make rings was fascinating. I enjoyed the polishing on the lathe. That's awesome, Tab. Yeah, it's very interesting, right? The way the process to make a ring, very, very meticulous and tiny, and you have to craftsmanship is beautiful, right? It's not mass produced somewhere. Colombian princess says, Buki, art's trying to get rid of you. Not at all. Cody, do you think you see Carla and Migs the most? Cody, yes. Stephen R. Art, do you ever find out the exact cause of Blake's passing? Stephen, yes. He wanted that to remain confidential, so I don't disclose his exact reason to honor his wishes, Stephen, just like you wouldn't want your medical issues going out there in the public, right? So thanks for asking, Stephen. Geez, mom. Oh no, that's why you get the hairs. What? The hairs. Yes, dice or slice. Good to know. I'm gonna slice and dice mangoes from now on, so I don't get the little hairs, fibers, whatever. April, make a fruit smoothie so much better. I'm gonna try it. Bryce Gardner, did you get your donuts? I did not get my donuts. Right? People couldn't hang out with me today. They're busy. So there are people here in this channel right now that couldn't hang out, couldn't eat donuts with me. So what do you do? Cody asking amazing questions tonight. Why do you think you see them the most? Um, Carla, for all the reasons that we know, Carla has no father, no mother, no home, no support. Um, I get asked about them the most. So people are want to see her succeed, just like we saw Victoria succeed. That's why. Yasmin Valerio loves mangoes. In 5 minutes, Yasmin is gonna say, "All right, guys, bye. Have a good night." Garrett, watch. Somebody count 10:41. In 5 minutes, Yasmin is gonna bounce out. Watch. J Love, well, damn, you better get your donuts. Art. I'm gonna have to. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I think I'm busy tomorrow, but we'll see. Bryce Gardner, what about next weekend to get donuts? Maybe we'll do it next week. Kimberly Aerosmith, I hope Blake is at peace. He's definitely at peace, and I know for sure that his story has impacted other people. We won't know their names or we won't know their faces, but people uh, have learned, right? They've been made aware about what the ravages that these substances do to your body, to your life. So sad. April, have you tried a boba donuts on 51st Avenue just south of the freeway? 51st Avenue and what? 51st Avenue south of the freeway. Okay. 51st Avenue south of the freeway. Boba donuts. So that's like south of McDowell, right? There's a QT and IHOP. I think I haven't even seen anything there. But April, if you ever get some, save me some, okay, April? Be nice. Buki, I know you very well, Buki. Very well. It's the plaza next to the QT. Oh, yeah, I haven't been there. I haven't been to the plaza. I should pay attention. All that's kind of new, right? So I haven't really paid attention. Danielle Williams, my dog was standing on an ant bed. Oh man, that's not the place to start to stand on. Woo. Lover boy, hey lover boy, there's a message right for you right up here, brother. Look, check it out. Karen, it just depends on the day. There's weeks. Sometimes I don't go out. I just have to take a break sometimes. The most I ever did was like, gosh, I think I did like 6 in one day. But like I got 6 interviews, but I got told no by like 8 different people. So Kimberly really misses him. Yeah, I miss talking to him. I miss talking to him and seeing his face and you know again, you guys just see a portion of the totality of time that I spent with me with Blake, right, and all these people, right? You guys just see 10 minutes, whereas I was with them for a longer time before and a longer time afterwards, right? We're just recording 10 minutes, but I'm investing time, effort, and just a big investment of myself to try to plant a seed, let them know they matter, they're important, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. April, how do you manage a full-time job and doing YouTube? I eat donuts, and I have a really good support network right here with these guys right here, right. So there's a lot of my super fans are here. A lot of these people have been with me for 2 years, a year, 6 months, very supportive. People from France, people from Europe, people. Susie Lewis, we haven't seen Susie Lewis in a long time, but she's the first Lost in Phoenix fan to ever get a tattoo. She got a big old tattoo, Lost in Phoenix, on her leg last year. So um, that's cool, right? That's very supportive people, very so with that type of support, we can move mountains. Carlotta says, yes, he was the first video I seen. It inspired me to help when I can. Rest in peace, Blake. That's awesome, Carlotta. You have a big heart, Carlotta. I appreciate you. Big heart. Buki says, Art, Daniel needs help telling his kid to go to bed. Tell Goosey to go to bed now and to stay off drugs. Goosey, go mimis. If not, you're gonna get the chancla. El cucuy is gonna get you. April says, please send Phoenix some rain. That's gonna be 114 degrees next week, man. No rain in the forecast, right? The only rain is gonna be tears because we can't go outside and play. Yasmin Valerio has only been here more than 5 minutes because I gave her a time limit of 5 minutes, right? But pretty soon I feel it. She's gonna have to bounce out for whatever reason. But so here's another thing. When you if you leave, here's another rule. If you leave before we say bye, you have to stand in front of the class and say why you're leaving, right? Why'd you come in late? And if you're leaving early, or if you're leaving class early, you have to tell us why, right? So that's another rule. Just putting all kind of rules tonight. That's funny. You're welcome, Daniel. Myra, speak for yourself, sir. I'm chilling hard in the pool tomorrow, day drinking. That's funny. Tab, Aunt Tab approves Bookie's message. That's funny. You guys are bad. Myra's chilling in the pool. Buki says, I'm hearing Myra Cordero wants to order an Airbnb and day drink by the pool for the next meet and greet. Oh shoot, man, I'm sore. I'm really sore. The next meet and greet. So I'm kind of I don't know if we should wait till November, right? November is gonna be like our meet and greet because that's gonna be like our food and clothing drive, right? It's to be that type of meet and greet. But maybe we should meet before then. We'll see. It just depends on you folks that are in New Mexico, California. Can you guys come to can you guys arrive? It might be more challenging. People in Ohio, Jeff, Marcia in France, right? But you folks are like right there. You guys are like a few hours driving, right? 45 minutes if you take a plane, right? So you guys have no excuses, right? Stop coming up with excuses and just make it happen, right? So Jose Reyes, Angels scored 25 runs tonight. Man, that's a lot. It's a football score. I'm getting hungry. Guys, give me some ideas for food tonight. Give me some ideas. Anybody. No pizza though. I had enchiladas earlier today. I had two enchiladas and two tacos earlier today. So I'm done with enchiladas. So I'm not sure what the fuck. I had sushi recently. I had sushi yesterday actually. Filiberto's. I'm really traumatized with Filiberto's. Last time I cruised by Filiberto's. There's some dude on the bench just knocked out. So I don't know if he ate a taco and that killed him, jacked him up. He didn't die. But did you guys see that short story? The shorts from. I didn't interview him, but he was just knocked out on the bench. That dude. So yeah, it's crazy. Down from Texas, have you tried real ramen? I have not. I have not. Just a normal ramen, I guess. Myra Cordero never had shrimp enchiladas. They're pretty good. Highness, I need a hot plate. I need something more than hamburgers. I agree. J Love, I seen that. That's awesome. Kimberly, I live far away to attend anything art. I understand, Kimberly. Some people are really far, and I get it, but there's some people that live really close, like New Mexico, Utah. There's people in Arizona that they're not in Phoenix, but they're like an hour away, 2 hours away, 3 hours away. So Karen, roast beef, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayo here with the potato salad on the side. Yep, that sounds so. That sounds so filling and yummy, Karen. Save me some. Don't be silly. Hazte un licuado y vete a dormir. Nah. Bryce Gardner, do you want a burger? Nah. April, Los Armandos shrimp cocktail is bomb. April. Hmm. In and out. I haven't had In and Out in a long time, but I'm not feeling burgers right now though. I'm just not in the mood for burgers. Putin is in trouble. There was a planned coup d'état, like an overthrow of the government recently. So yeah, there's some going on in Russia. Bonnie B had bacon, lettuce, tomatoes for dinner tonight. That's so healthy, Bonnie. Awesome. Save me some. Mark Cordero, man, I've been waiting over an hour for some chicken nuggets that my son is supposedly bringing me after I had to talk smack because he never asked me if I want anything. It's messed up, Myra. So that's what happens when you go day drinking. April says it's on 59th Avenue, 59th Avenue and McDowell. 59th Avenue and McDowell. You know what? Is it right next to a gas station? I did a. I interviewed the manager. I can't remember her name, but I interviewed. So some dude went inside of that restaurant and just lit it on fire. Poured gas on the. When there's during the day, people are eating. He just went into the restroom and he threw gas and he lit it on fire. I'm pretty sure it's that place. This was like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months ago. I can't remember last year. I don't know if they caught the dude, but oh, sad man, knuckleheads. April saw that interview. Awesome. I can't remember the girl's name, but she was so cool, real nice, very apprehensive when I approached her at first. I was like, hey, this is my channel, this is what I do. I would love to interview because I'm pretty sure it's one of these knuckleheads around here that's, doing these, and hopefully they got caught. But that's sad, man. Because that's like a family business, right? You're trying to burn down their business, man. How are they gonna have a livelihood and make money? Like, why? Dummies. Dummy. 24-hour subways. I've never seen a subway that's 24 hours ever in my life. Maribel Torres, we had green chicken pozole for dinner. I love pozole. I'm a pozole dude. I prefer menudo, red menudo over pozole, but I love pozole. I'm like a caldo dude. I like all kind of caldo, right? De res, seafood, all any kind of caldo, chicken, whatever. I'm like a caldo dude. Yasmin Valerio, man, she's been here longer than 5 minutes and she's getting hungry. That is so cool. It's like Yasmin is it's like you're part of a team now, right? we got you here for a long time, and you're also getting hungry like us, right? You're gonna start gaining weight like us too. That's awesome. Love it. I love transforming people, right? Buki says, "Don't judge me, but I was lazy, so I went to get 7 pounds of chicken para asar, and that's what I'm snacking on." Her and uh, the 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 little worm are snacking on 7 pounds of chicken. 7 pounds, is that a lot? 7 pounds. No, Phoebe is 12 pounds, so it's half of Phoebe. Nice. Dogs had a big salad with grilled chicken. That's awesome. April, Rita's on 35th Avenue has some good caldos. April, believe it or not, I ate at Rita's today. I was literally there today. That's crazy. That's crazy you mentioned Rita's. Pollo asado is mom. Who snacks on chicken? Buki. I've never heard that term ever. I'm snacking on a 7 pound chicken. Dang, Buki. Myra, be careful. When Buki comes over, she needs 7 pounds chickens to snack on. Like, can you imagine what the actual dinner has to be if 7 pound chicken is a snack? Like, dang, she's giving you like a warning, Myra. Myra already has to get what do they call it? What she said? Airbnb. Myra has to get a 7 pound snack for Buki. That's an expensive date. Dang. Buki, I want to talk to one of your dates, like your boyfriend, your husband, a date, right? I want to get there. I want to interview them. Let them know to reach out to me. Okay, my contact information is in the about tab. I'm gonna interview them. We need to know more about the 7 pound snacking. Like, what? How does that happen? Yasmin had chicken Alfredo. Yasmin, did you make it though, or did you go to like garden? What's it called? Olive Garden. Did you make it? Did you not make it? What happened? Bonnie B says 7 pounds of chicken would should last a month for people that don't snack on it. Bonnie, I agree with you, right? But there are people that snack on 7 pound chicken, so it might not last a month, right? So Carlotta is craving pasta still. Myra says, leave Buki alone. A Tony Biz, I had popcorn at Harkins. Awesome. What movie did you watch? A Tony Biz. Anything good? I don't think there's anything good at the movies right now, unless you guys consider Harrison, 90-year-old Harrison Ford. What are they called? Indiana Jones Part 5 or whatever. Sherry Tallow, you're late. There's a new rule, Sherry. You weren't here, right? That's why you're late. So you didn't hear the rule. When a person comes in late, Sherry, you have to tell us why you're late. Sherry, please share with the class why you were late. What were you doing? What happened? Daniel from Texas. Art, when I say date, it usually wasn't a date, just some experience, some of my experiences. Awesome. No hard feelings. Awesome. Myra, 7 pounds of chicken isn't very much. I can make that right now, and in the morning, my kids would have already tore it up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Maybe I'm not sure. Art Vita Steer sent a message and you missed it. Yeah, I miss a lot of messages. A lot of people are sending messages. Vita Steer, Vita Steer. If I see it, I'll say what's up, but I'm not seeing it. Vita Steer can comment again or ask the question or whatever. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Vita Steer, you interviewed me. My name is Rose. I am no longer on the street. I still have my issues with smoking this and that, but I'm working on it. Rose, congratulations on your not being on the streets anymore. Congratulations for that. So that's one step. Go get help to take care of those issues that you're talking about, right? I have an idea what those issues are. Go get help. Keep going. Okay, you can do it, right? If you haven't seen Victoria's video that I uploaded today, go watch it. Go get some inspiration from her. She is 20. She just turned 21 years old, and she said, "You know what? She just 6 months ago, she said, "That's it. I'm sick of it." And she just celebrated her 6 month anniversary of sobriety, right? Along with her birthday. She lived long enough to see 21. She's here thriving. Please, Rose, go check out her interview. If a 21-year-old um, can do it, so can you. Hopefully, you draw inspiration. Hopefully, you give us an update in the future where you're 100% good. And thank you for joining, Rose. I appreciate you. Stay safe and God bless you. Steven, do you like tripas? I do. Sherry, yes, I worked all night and went out with the girls after. It's 2 a.m. here on the East Coast. Sherry, that's awesome. We forgive you for coming in late. You're out there with the girls. You worked all day. You're out there celebrating. Hopefully, you had fun. Thank you for saying hi, right? It's 2 a.m., but you still got some energy and you came in here to join us. Sherry, you're awesome. Thank you. Hopefully, one day we all get to meet you in a meet and greet. That is so cool. Lucas Vencedor, Brazil aquí. Thank you for coming in all the way from Brazil. Brazil. That's how they say it. They don't say Brazil, they say Brazil. Very cool. They speak Portuguese over there. Sherry Talo was drinking many drinks. No invitation, Sherry. Dang. I'm glad nobody took advantage of you. Uh, Sherry, when you drink a lot of drinks, don't wear a sundress, right? The little dresses, don't wear those when you're drinking a lot of drinks. Bad, bad, bad. Harrison Ford is 80, but he looks 90. Thanks, Brace. Sherry Talo, you ain't lying. That is so funny. Tripas are yummy. I like tripas. They're really fried, right? Like real crunchy. No wet tripas, right? That's not the good kind of wet. Bad. Let me see. So was do you guys see the comment from Excalibur Rings? Excalibur Rings. He said he commented on here. Do you guys see his comment? Anybody? 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 I'm not seeing it. Too many comments. I can't see them all. Hmm. He said he commented on here, but I don't see it. Maybe it didn't go through. Paola Montes, 39 weeks pregnant as of today, 12 a.m. here in Texas, and I just want to get this over with. I feel pregnant AF, but I always watch your lives. Paola Montes, thank you very much. I think that's awesome. You're gonna have a baby. Congratulations. 12 a.m. in Texas. I appreciate you joining us, spending time with us. You are awesome. Big supporter of the Lost in Phoenix family. I can't wait. Your baby is born healthy, strong, and I'm sure you're an excellent mother, the way you're an excellent supporter of Lost in Phoenix. So I appreciate you, Paulo. You are awesome. Paola Montes, watching your lives has gotten me through this pregnancy. Uh, that is so cool. Thank you very much for letting us know that these lives that we're doing are help you through your pregnancy, right? Because you get to interact, you get to hear stories, and we've heard from you in the past. That is so cool. Anytime it's somebody says pregnancy, I'm glad that I'm involved this way with Paola, right? It's lives. I'm not involved in another, other ways with that, so I don't want nothing to do with that. But that's awesome, Paola. That is so cool. When you have your baby, Paola, please let us know, right? Hey guys, I had my baby. This is what I named my baby. Here's a photo of my baby. Send it to my email, and then I'll show it, right? I'll show everybody your beautiful baby, right? So that is so cool, Paola. Thank you for letting us know. Bookie's worst date was this guy who got drunk and started a whole riot at a bar, then proceeded to rip his shirt and tell, "These are my people," while jumping out of a bush. Man, that's the wrong bush to jump out of, man. That's horrible. Please stay away from those toxic dudes. Why do we have to rip his shirt? Why? That's weird. Stay away from those knuckleheads. Myra, I thought that said give for a second, but I'm glad I'm. Let me read it slowly. I could, I could good, I could good head to head with Buki and Daniel when it comes to bad dates. I think you meant I could go head to head, right? Thought I saw give in there. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like a family friendly what should we call it? Time out, Myra. You guys are bad, man. Are you drinking, Myra? What's happening? What are you drinking, Myra? See, Bonnie says I read it the first. I read it for. She read it just like I read it. I give good. Bookie said what? She said she's been day drinking. She hasn't. She first off, she worked all day. She cut people's hair. She has appointments all day, so she hasn't been day drinking. She was her day drinking was drinking water from a freaking a thermos while she's cutting people's hair. Don't let her fool you. Paulo Montes, when I have him, I will definitely update you. By the way, I'm from Tucson, but living in Texas right now. Paula Montes, awesome, cool. Yeah, again, congratulations. I can't wait to meet your son through pictures and tell us his name and the pictures because of Lost in Phoenix family, which you are a part of, Paula, because I know you've been a big supporter of this channel for a while now. So please stay healthy. Please let us know as soon as you have the baby. I'm grateful for your time, Paula. You're pregnant, you're going through all that, right? And you're still thinking about us here. You are amazing, Paula. A great, great mom indeed. So I appreciate you. April Art, what has been your worst date? Does anybody remember my worst date experience? I already went over this like last week, but anybody remember my worst date experience? Please let April know, okay, so that nobody does it, right? Please don't ever do this to a date. When you go on a date, don't ever do this. So what the fuck? Yeah, that. Uh, Leonie Whitaker, hello from Australia. You're the third Australian to come on in here, Leonie. I appreciate you all the way across the world in Australia, right? Beautiful country of beautiful people. Australia is amazing. So thank you, Leonie, for spending time with us. Myra says, no, guys, I'm super sober. I worked all day today and I just got out of the pool. I'm actually in bed in pajamas and I misspelled some stuff. Yes, I'm not doing anything unfamily friend right now. Right now, though, but as soon as this life is over, thank you, Myra. Appreciate you clarifying for so that Buki can understand what she's in for when she comes visits you at the Airbnb with the 7 pound chicken. Sherry Tallow, today's a tough day for me, y'all. Being here is keeping my mind busy. Prayers, Sherry, for whatever has happened. Prayers. You're here with family. Thank you for joining us and sharing that it was a tough day. It's gonna get better. The sun always shines after a storm. Okay, so keep your head up, Sherry. We appreciate you, and don't get too down. So nobody remembers the exact story. So I'll Maria Manzo just joined. God bless you all. Maria Manzo, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. April asked. So April, my worst date a long time ago. I took this girl. We went to the movies. I don't even remember what movie it was. As soon as we got to the movies, as soon as like it's playing, right? She's like, she said, "What the fuck?" Right? Every freaking 30 seconds, like loud, right? People are like turning around. I'm like sinking in my, I'm like this, right? So anyways, so that was the last time I saw her. I don't know what happened to her. She was from Goodyear. I remember that. Her name was Brianna or something like that. Um, she was normal, like cool, like except that. I don't know what got into her. What I don't know. She liked attention. I found that kind of odd. That's not my type of. I don't like that. So that was the worst ever. So shoot, it was a long time ago. I was 20, 20, early 20s, and she was early 20s. So maybe she just didn't evolve in like her maybe she didn't you know some people evolve differently, right, at different junctures, right? So she just wasn't all there yet, maybe, but she looked normal. She looked pretty cool. She kept saying it over and over. She said it a lot of times, so much that I couldn't enjoy the movie. I don't even remember what movie, because I was like, oh my god, please don't stop, like, hey, shh, hey, shh. I'm like, hey, shh. You're trying to hold a hand, like, shh. Silence is golden. Shh. Let's watch the movie. Then it didn't click. So hopefully she's doing good. Hopefully she's surviving out there. Tourette syndrome? I don't think so. I don't think it was Tourette's, because she was normal every other time other than in the movie. I don't know. It was really weird. Secondhand embarrassment. I was super embarrassed. I was super embarrassed. I did not enjoy the movie. I was traumatized after that. You know, What the just like this too. What the fuck? Like loud. Can you imagine hearing that? It'll traumatize you, right? So, so since then, like before a date, like what do you think about the term what the fuck? Like what are your thoughts on that? So like I quiz people, right? Like, hey, what are your thoughts? Like what do you think about that? So I only saw her one time. That was enough, man. That was enough. There's no second time. I don't think so. It was cool though. It was fun. Other than that, it was fun. Pookie, I don't like cussing in public, only behind closed doors. Got it. Colombian princess, oh my god, Art. You made me laugh out loud because just picture you completely embarrassed. I was super embarrassed. I slid down. I was like, oh my god, like, hey, you want to go buy some food? You want to eat? So you can like be quiet, right? Because if something's in your mouth, like maybe you'll. But yeah, I was embarrassed. So, so yeah, that's like J Love. When your phone got stolen, what about it? Yeah, that sucked. That wasn't fun. Um, I was very mad. I was not a happy camper. What would she say when you would shush her? She would like calm down, like for a little bit, right? She would calm down, but then she would like something would happen on the in the movie, and she'd be like, "What the?" Like it looked like she was genuinely like commenting, "What the?" Over like something that was happening, like she was into the movie, right? She wasn't into what I was saying, right? She wasn't into like all the heads turning back, right? Embarrassing, like that didn't click. It just didn't. She was like laser beam focused on that, right? So Melanie, what? Melanie? Is it Melanie? It's Melanie, right? Melanie. I've never seen that spelling before. You have been here in the past, but I don't remember that. Melanie, right? So, hello, Melanie. Why are you late? So, there's a new rule, Melanie. Anybody that comes in late has to tell us what they were doing. Why were they late? They got a notification like everybody else, right? So, why were you late, Melanie? We got to know. April, sell some merch with that. With the what the Lost in Phoenix. What the That'd be funny. Danny Jupiter, much love from Canada. Thanks for joining from Canada. Appreciate you, Danny. You're awesome. J Love. Oh, date. Thought you said day. I'm cooking and listening to. Sorry. What are you cooking, Jay? What's J Love is cooking again? What's happening? Melanie was watching another YouTube video and eating. What were you eating, Melanie? Was it anything good? Anything yummy? Hopefully, I draw some inspiration and go eat what you're eating because I'm getting hungry actually. Vanessa Vitella, hello. Thanks for joining, Vanessa. Karen, have a good night. Thanks for joining. It's 2 a.m. in New York. I appreciate you. Rest, and we'll see you soon. J Love says you'd be surprised. I'd be surprised at what you're cooking. What are you cooking? Just go ahead and tell us. What is it? Vanessa Vitella. That's not how you spell my last name. Vitella? I didn't spell it. Attempted to pronounce it. Vitella. Melanie, burrito de frijol with salsa verde and asadero cheese. Dang, that sounds good. Where'd you get it from, Mel? Did you make it, Melanie? Did you cook? Melanie has cooking skills. That is so cool. Mario, nope. I had to eat them rolls and butter. Vanessa Vitella. Vitella. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Vanessa. Appreciate you. Sherry, thanks for keeping me company, Lost in Phoenix family. I'm having a hard time today. I need to be sleeping. Good night, everyone. Sherry, please get better, get well. We're here to support you. We'll see you tomorrow in the next live. Hopefully, you're feeling better. Rest. Um, and we hope you feel better tomorrow. Have a good night. Melanie, yes, I made it, but my mom made the beans. That's awesome. That's teamwork right there. Melanie's also tearing up some crumble cookies are really good. I love crumble cookies. I love crumble cookies. I love them. So good. So good. So good. Nicole Jurgens, I'm heading out too. I keep dozing off. It's almost 2:30 a.m. here in Florida. Good night, everybody. See you soon. Thank you, Nicole. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Rest, and we'll see you soon, Nicole. Appreciate you. Vitella. Awesome. Got it, Vanessa. Vitella. Bonnie B, I'm waiting for them to bring crumble to Bullhead so I can try them. Bonnie B is in Bullhead City, Arizona. Bonnie B, you're going to love them. Buki, oh man, cakes are my weakness. Well, pies are, but still yum. I prefer pie over cake. A warm apple pie, like for reals, like pie, like again, cherry pie, apple pie, all that stuff is really good. Love it. Melanie, my sister used to work there, so she tells me how they make them. Dang. Bonnie B, yes, unfortunately, Bullhead City cheesecake. Cheesecake isn't really cake to me. I like traditional cake, right? So like that layer on top, right, and then all the stuff inside. Yummy. April loves cheesecake. Vanessa Vitella, have a good night. Bye, Vanessa. Daniel from Texas, Frito pie, awesome. The restaurant called What the Fuck? J Love is making tinga again, something quick from leftover chicken. That's funny. I've heard of tinga. I've never tasted tinga, but yeah. Nicole Jurgens, my daughter asks me for cash apps for crumble cookies all the time. They have one right by the house. I love crumble cookies. Every crumble cookie is different, tastes different. They're just really good. They're just amazing. April, try not yo mama's banana pudding pie. It's the best. Where can I get it from, April? Down from Texas. Tinga tostada. Yum. Freddie Fender, lonely days and lonely night. Do 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 do. April, oh April, I thought I'd go buy it. April, you don't know this, but I don't like the kitchen. I can't cook. I suck at cooking. Um, so Buki Art, Columbia Princess is over here choosing the live over her husband. So remember, here's another rule. If any of you folks, right, ever get divorced, right, your husbands get mad, they divorce you, don't blame Art, don't blame Lost in Phoenix, right? We don't, there's not, we're just hanging out. So if you guys get divorced, I didn't do it. If you get pregnant, I didn't do it. Melanie also ate ribs, the chile colorado. Melanie's eating good today, man. Hey, Melanie, what do you think about snacking on the 7 pound chicken, Melanie? What are your thoughts on that? I'm interested to know, Melanie. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Melanie right now. I need her thoughts because she's an eater. Melanie is an eater, right? Bryce Gardner loves cheesecake and regular cake. Awesome. April says, damn, it's really easy. You might like the kitchen after you make it. Hate the kitchen. Melanie, that's not a snack, and I can't eat that much chicken. So Melanie's an eater. She's a carnivore like all of us, right? And she doesn't think that's a snack. So the reason I asked you, Melanie, because Buki came in and said, "Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I went to go buy a 7 pound chicken and I'm snacking on it right now. So don't mind me. I'm not commenting right now because I'm snacking on my 7 pound chicken." So Melanie, I I think she likes chicken, right? So she's a chicken enthusiast. She's a fan of chicken. Like it tastes yummy to her. Right? Some people like chicken. I like chicken, but it gets kind of boring sometimes. One thing I don't like is chicken breast because it's like real dry, like very dry. I don't like chicken breast. It's just too dry. Buki says I'm fat. That's okay. Big people need love. We're here to love everybody, right? Tall, short, rich, poor, black, white, Hispanic, brown, whatever you are. We love you. As long as you're not a knucklehead, we love you. We accept you as is. You love chicken, you don't love chicken. 7 pounds, 1 pound. You know, you're a scale breaker. It doesn't matter. Like you get support here, right? Melanie says I'm the cool Theo I never had. That's funny. Awesome. That's not a bad thing. Light, what you were doing is awesome. God bless you. Thank you, Light. I appreciate you. You're so nice. Kenzie Lynn Fisher is late to the party. Kenzie Lynn Fisher, the new rule, you have to tell us why you're late. Why are you late? What were you doing? We all got the notification. We came. Why didn't you join us? Yasmin Valerio, have a good night. It's past your bedtime, Yasmin. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Okay. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you, Yasmin. For hanging out those more than 5 minutes. You are awesome. April does not make dry chicken. Hmm. Non-dry chicken is really good. I love non-dry chicken. Steven says Latina BBWs are the best. What big wait beautiful wait, big beautiful woman, is that what it is? BBW, big beautiful woman. That's awesome. Carlotta is going to a Chicano beer gathering tomorrow. They will have lots of food and goodies. Awesome. Enjoy, Carlotta. You deserve it. Danny's asking for an update. There's a little pin comment up there, Danny, just for you. Kenzie Lynn Fisher says, sorry, I'm slacking tonight. Yeah, you are slacking, but can you tell us why you're slacking? Like, what caused you to slack, right? What were you doing? What kept you from us, right? What slacking activities were occurring? That's funny. Melanie, Art, do you think we could meet one day? I give you like water or snacks to pass out. Yeah, I've met a lot of people to give me. They give me a lot of water and clothes. If you have like clothes, Melanie, to give to Carla or anybody, let me know. My email is in the about tab. Let me know. Or there's a lot of new people in here, so I'm gonna give you guys my Snapchat. So here's my Snapchat. Guys, add me on there. Awesome. And add me on there. Lost in Phoenix. Okay. That's my Snapchat. Add me. I'll add you back. I'm always putting stuff on there, like usually daily. So go ahead and add. Don't be a stranger. So that's me. That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel right now. Like, where's a fork at? I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to fork them. I'm ready to fork them. All right. So add me on there, and then add me on Twitter. So here's my Twitter right there. Lost in PHX. Lost in PHX on Twitter. You guys will see my puppies. Those are my puppies right there. Tearing me up. I'm gonna go to bed before I get the chancla. That's funny. Juliana Sanchez, there's a new rule. You got to tell us why you're coming in late. What were you doing? What prevented you from coming in to class? Or with everybody, well, all of us. I mean, I love ranch on pizza. Art, I missed your game explanation. I don't think I came up with somebody. I think Buki came up with the game. I think. Art, what do you think about people who don't like dogs? I think it's a red flag because they're awesome. They make life better. If people don't like dogs, that's a definite red flag, right? So here's the beauty about dogs. They love you regardless. You can kick a dog. I never kicked a dog, but you can kick a dog and he'll come back. He'll love you regardless, right? Like he doesn't care if you're ugly, if your breath stinks. He doesn't care if you have money, if you're poor, if you got no education, if you're they don't care. They love you endlessly for the rest of their life. They're super loyal. They're amazing. They'll protect you. Dogs are amazing. So when people say I don't like dogs, like, whoa, that's a red flag. That's like a what the fuck? Like, that's a legit what the right? So don't date dudes that don't like dogs. Guys don't date women that don't like dogs. It's a red flag, right? So Carol Guzman, hey, you're still alive. I'm at the laundry. You're doing laundry at midnight? What the heck, Carol? What's happening? Shadow Runner, hello. Doggies are very loyal. I love doggies. Melanie has 4 dogs. I'm trying to catch up to you, Melanie. I have 2. Bookie, I love animals, and I do judge based on whether you like dogs or not. But I respect someone who say they don't like dogs up front rather than dogs and mistreat them. Absolutely. My cousin husband said that in the family party. I was like, what the fuck? Red flag. Yeah, hey, that's your cousin needs to think about that relationship. Kenzie says, huge red flag. If a man I'm seeing isn't a fan of my pup, no thanks. Good job, Kenzie. Your man should be very happy about you, Kenzie. Making great decisions. Don't be silly. Art, all families have drama, but how do you approach family gatherings? Do you go to just have a good time? My cousin refuses to go to our family gatherings. She says everybody is fake. Um, it sounds like your cousin has issues, right? The whole family's fake. Everybody's fake. Nah. Date date men who love their moms. Yeah, that's a good one. Date a man who loves and cherishes his mom, and date a man who loves dogs. Those are green flags. Like, go do it. Jose Reyes has a blue nose pit bull. Awesome. April, dogs are the best. They are so loyal and they can sense when people are no good. That is so true. Carlotta, please try to figure it out. Relax with music and let your mind be your clean slate. Awesome. Cats have attitudes. Melanie, they're married, but for how long? Melanie says, true, everyone is fake, but I go to have a good time. Awesome. Thoughts on the Titanic sub? It's an absolute tragedy, right? 5 individuals lost their lives. They're attempting to go see something that the majority of 99.9% of humans on Earth will never get to be there. And now they're part of that cemetery at the bottom of the sea, right? So it's really sad. It's definitely sad. It's basically the sub just blew up. It imploded. It just, that's sad, man. It's just, and then one of them was 19, right? That's sad, sad, sad. Melanie, my boyfriend loves my dogs. It's a green flag. Awesome. Green flags are good, Melanie. Dan from Texas, I don't go to family stuff anymore. I don't want to drink. Um, yeah, that's awesome, Daniel. Yeah, sometimes you have to stay away from that, right? Stay away from those behaviors. Stephen, 2 things to never do: skydive or go in a sub. Yeah. People that go in submarines, like in the Navy, man, those are different type of people. You have to be different to go in those. Myra says, shoot, if you hate animals in general, I don't trust you and probably never will. Stay away. Danny says, what about yellow flags? Yellow flags is like go gingerly, right? Go be careful. As you go carefully, right? Have your neck on a swivel. Head on a swivel, I mean. Mary Swazo, no updates still. Bryce is getting a tattoo. That is awesome, Bryce. Buki, that's my worst fear. Deep water drowning. Heck no. Cautious. Yes, be cautious. Approach with caution. Julianne Filiola. Hello, Julianne. How are you doing? Juliana, we have a new rule. I think you're in the East Coast, right? So we have a new rule. Anybody who comes in late to the party, they have to explain why they're late, what they were doing, what happened. So Julianne, explain to us what happened. Why are you late? Oh, I'm sorry, you're in West Coast. All right. So it's only 11 for you. It's almost not even midnight. Definitely let us know why you're late, Julianne. What happened? Julianne says, I love that. I'm late because I'm in Lake Tahoe, California at my cousin's wedding, just rolling into my hotel room. That's awesome. Julianne, do you approve of the person that your cousin is marrying? Have you seen any red flags, green flags, or yellow flags? What are your thoughts, Julian? Be honest, right? Because we're not going to tell your cousin. So, what do you think? Julianne is enjoying a couple drinks and snacks in peace in the hotel room. Cheers. Back to Seattle tomorrow. That's awesome. I've never been to Lake Tahoe ever. Julianne says, yes, she's amazing. He is too. Beautiful wedding and people. That's awesome, Julianne. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself and had fun. And hopefully, you and your husband had fun and be safe traveling. Thanks for joining us at midnight. That's like an early. So it's a wedding and it's already over. You're already in a hotel. That's kind of hell. If you're a Mexican getting married, the party is barely starting, right? If you got married today and you're Mexican, like at midnight, that's when you start dancing and drinking, and until 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning when people are like tapping out. That's it. I'm done. Julianne, single here, so just me. Oh, awesome, Julianne. That's cool. There's some fine dudes. There's some cool dudes that are nice and though upstanding, fine gentlemen, right? So don't give up on Lost in Phoenix single dudes. Julianne says the reception ended at 10 and the after party started immediately after until 2. So Julianne can't hang no more. That's what happened. Okay, cool. Got it. But that's cool because if you know you don't want to party all night, like don't force yourself, right? Because you're gonna regret it. So it's better just to tap out. Hey cousin, I came. It was a great wedding. I'm gonna go to sleep. So that's nice of you. What's your favorite adult drink? I thought you were gonna say favorite adult movie. Favorite adult drink. I've been drinking Tecate light recently, so probably that. I'm not a big alcohol guy, so I'll have like a beer. I'm like a beer type of dude. My art stirring the pot. Because during the day drinking, nothing else could get stirred. You know, Melanie, I love your lives art. Melanie, if your boyfriend gets mad or breaks up with you, it's not my fault. Julianne, if you end up marrying a guy from Lost in Phoenix, one of those upstanding, fine gentlemen from Lost in Phoenix, and it doesn't work out, it's not my fault. Living electro, day drinking equals nap. That's funny. Julianne says, "Did I miss something? Are there some fine, upstanding, like a fine gentleman, like refined, like well behaved, well mannered type of fine? Hell, I've never seen none of these dudes. Hell, I don't know none of these dudes. But if they're here, that means that they're refined, well behaved, upstanding. So at least I'm hoping, right? So nobody's seen show demonstrated red flags to me here. So Gustavo Durzo, what's up, man? How are you? You guys are funny. Jason Bourne, what's up, dude? How are you? All the way from Canada. What's going on? Jesse C. Hola, hola. I'm currently at here pulling a 14-hour shift. 14-hour shift. Jesse, I bet you anything you're a nurse, right? Are you a nurse or flight attendant? Kenzie, art over here, matchmaking. I'm a matchmaker. April, do you like micheladas? I do like micheladas, actually. I do. I really do. Melanie, everybody in my family dates red flags. Man, that's bad. Break the cycle, Melanie. Break the cycle. Jesse is a nurse in a recovery center. That's awesome, Jesse. Thanks for checking in, right? While you're working. But Jesse, if you get fired and you lose your job, it's not my fault. Don't get fired, Jesse. Living Electro, who is older, the sun or the moon? Living Electro, who came first, the chicken or the egg? April says, all right, you need a pin. It's not my fault. I need a pin. What the fuck? No updates. And I should do it right now. Let me see if it lets me. Boom. No updates. Ooh. What the fuck? The other one is what? Not my fault. Boom. Pin that sucker up there. No updates. What the fuck? Not my fault. Jason, not much art. I got roped into something tonight. Was rope literally involved, Jason? Did you have like a nightmare date from hell that you got, there was rope involved? Be careful, Jason. These women are nuts nowadays. Not all, of course, but there's some nutty people out there. You got to be careful, man. Take a knife. Melanie, so that was my worst date ever. I uh I went to a movie with some girl and long time it was a long time. I was in my early 20s and every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and the movie's like 2 hours, right? So can you imagine every 5, 10 minutes she was like, "What the fuck?" Just like that accent and loud. So I'm traumatized now, basically. Julianne is not nuts. Carlotta's not nuts. Juliana Sanchez is not nuts. Julianne Filiola is not nuts. Living Electro, not nuts. Danielle Williams, not nuts. Kenzie Lynn Fisher is not nuts. She loves her dog. April is not nuts because she cooks chicken really good. That's awesome. Melanie is not nuts. So basically, if you're lost in Phoenix, like the Lost in Phoenix fam, you're not nuts, right? So, Jason, if you ever take out a date, if you ever go on a date with a Lost in Phoenix family member, just leave the knife at home, dude. You'll be good. This is just apparently the Canadian, some Canadian nutty person. Maybe that girl that I went to the movies, I think she might have been Canadian. She lived here in Goodyear, Arizona, but she might have been Canadian, right? A little nutty. So I survived. I lived it, right? There was no rope involved. She didn't try to rope me or nothing. So that's funny. Girls that say they're not nuts are the nuttiest, right? Anybody remember that movie Fatal Attraction? That lady was freaking nuts, man. That lady was nuts. You guys need to watch it. It was an old movie from '87, but Glenn Close was her name, right? And that scared me. I was young when I watched that. Like, damn, Jodi Arias was something else. Stay away from Jodi Arias type people, right? So Bonnie B, have a good night. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Rest, and we'll see you soon. I enjoyed Basic Instinct. I love Basic Instinct and their interrogation. That was amazing. That was so cool. I think I bought the video of Basic Instinct just to pause it. Julianne, tuning off. Good night. What? Gonna drink and snack and watch a movie. Have a good night, Julianne. Appreciate you joining. We'll see you soon. Yeah, I saw it Falling Down. It was a good movie, right? So, Falling Down, man. Yeah, I remember that. Good movie. Michael Douglas. Yeah, it was in L.A., right? Lost his job, his divorce, kids, all this. That was awesome. Anyways, I'm hungry. I've been talking for 3 hours. Holy crap, it seems like an hour. I hadn't really seen the clock. I thought it was sheesh. Anyways, I'm out of here, gang. You guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go eat and go hang out with the puppies. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna be on here tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow. We'll talk. We'll go with some more war stories, right? Some more dating war stories. I survived. I have the shrapnel, right, from my horrible dates, right? So I want to hear your stories, right? So write them down. I want to hear your stories, your war stories of going out with some red flags or some yellow flags or whatever, right? So you guys have a good night. Rest. Bye.